About Filipinas Live.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays, talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, and syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
About Filipinas Live.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP. All in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
This season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Filipinas Live.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP. All in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
This season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
What I love about Filipinas Live.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP. All in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
What I love about Filipinas Live.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP. All in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
About Pilipinas Live?
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP. All in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Accept the terms and conditions. You can now log on to Pilipinas Live. Subscribe now for only 149 pesos monthly.
You know what I love about Pilipinas Live?
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP. all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Love about Pilipinas Live?
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
I love about Pilipinas Live.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Pilipinas Live.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the
attacks, and the layup is good. Aggressive, and you can see TNT.
As you see Simon and Simpson scoring from the outside.
Galinato Jr., another basket. Nampala throws away. Shelbo Cruz.
There we go with a turnover.
It's down to a 1-point game.
Roliano.
Here he goes. Here he goes. Oh, he got front rim. Look at the ball.
They will foul him.
Almost. 1-0 for the 5G.
Game is done, not looking past it and not even thinking of this game anymore. We're moving forward.
If the pressure of the finals, pressure of San Miguel really got on our players as well. Thankfully, we were able to execute down the stretch.
The pass to the trainer, Robbie D. Finally gets to the batak for the three. Full digits, Kelly. There you go. Junmar 2. Kelly, the drop to Brandon.
Araw matapos yung mainit na bakbakan sa game number 1. Natirito ulit ang inyong PBA sa Inares Center sa Antipolo sa makasaysayang probinsya ng Rizal para naman sa game 2 ng final lap ng ating Race to Golden Glory. Kelly Williams and the rest of the TNT Tropang 5G taking care of business 2 nights ago para makaisa na sa unahan sa 4. Pero itong sina Junmar Fajardo and the rest of the San Miguel Beermen di naman papayag na maiwan na ganun-ganun lang. Motalua came coming off that conference best 22-point performance. Baka ulit kaya siya as we welcome everybody live watching on RPTV pati na rin sa One Sports channel natin sa YouTube para nga sa game number 2. And we are in the presence of glory right now. Dalawang first ballot Hall of Famers ang kasama natin. 3-time PBA champion Ryan Gregorio beside me. And over at the end, ang nag-iisang si Dr. J. Andy. Magandang gabi, Doc.
Yeah, magandang gabi, Magon. Magandang gabi, Coach Ryan. Obviously, importanteng laro ito para sa San Miguel dahil alam nila, katulad na nangyari sa Inebra, nung naunahan sila ng 1 game doon sa semifinals, para kay Coach Leo Austria, ayaw niya maging 0-2. Mahirap nang humabol at syempre ang TNT medyo may depth itong team na ito. Malalim ang bench nito at respeto ng San Miguel ang TNT Tropang Giga.
Well, it's very important. Nabanggit nga ni Dr. J na kailangan makabawi itong San Miguel because it was purely a defensive clinic na pinakita ng TNT, especially in the first half wherein they only limited San Miguel to score 36 points. Tapos sila nakapag-score ng 53.
Yun nga, no? 53-36 nung first half. Nakabawi naman ang second half ng San Miguel, 55-43. Pero yung nabuo, yung naunahan ng TNT ang SLB, hindi na inabot pagdating ng dulo, Coach Archie.
Superb game by TNT. Look at the numbers, 96 points for them while limiting San Miguel to just 91. They had better shooting from the field, that is 46%, more rebounds, and also bench points. They were able to lord it over. They led by as many as 19 points. San Miguel hindi nakapag-talaman lang ng kalamangan, but more than the numbers of TNT. I would like to compare the numbers of San Miguel in their first 18 games. They were averaging close to 105 points per game, number 1 in the league. Rebounds, 54, number 1 in the league. Bench points, 50, number 1 in the league. Ganon katindi ang TNT na lahat yun naibaba nila yung mga keys to victory ng San Miguel Beermen.
Dr. J, pag sinabi mong San Miguel nasa finale, main character syempre, Junmar Fajardo, 9-time MVP. Pero ang nagpakita para sa TNT, yung 2008 MVP natin na si Kelly Williams, what a game he had.
Yeah, he had 15 points, 9 rebounds, only 1 turnover in that ball game, some good defensive stops, and even some good blocks. E nandiyan na naman si Kelly. Basta't pagdating ng finals, maaasahan mo, kung pinagbibigyan ito na hindi masyadong linalaro sa mga semis, binabawasan ng konting minuto, ipineprepara siya para sa finals.
At kaya naman, yan ang mga kanyang numerong pinakita. Siya pa nag-best player of the game doon. Ang pinaka-importante doon, na-neutralize nga niya yung halimaw na ball game na naman neto ni JMF. Ang nakaagapay niya, Coach RG, gilas player na si Calvin Ofdana. Hindi man ganun kabigat yung naging scoring niya, but his presence was stamped all over that game 1.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Very good spread in terms of his scoring in the quarters that he was really effective. It was the first quarter wherein lumamang sila ng magandang malaking puntos. Pagdating sa fourth quarter, he also scored 5 points. He was posing up smaller defenders ng San Miguel, particularly si Jericho Cruz. He did score 13 points. Can be better in terms of field goal shooting at 42%. Dapat yan, medyo nasa 50% yan. Yung 3-point shooting niya, he only took 2 attempts, made 1 from the field, at pati yung kanyang 3-point attempts medyo mababa yan, but yung rebounding kinakailangan kasi kung kalaban mo itong San Miguel talagang mag-focus ka sa rebounding dahil nga alam ni Coach Chot na yung offensive rebounding might ni Junmar Fajardo, yon ang mga keys to victory ng San Miguel.
Yung Kelly Williams naka 9 rebounds, si Calvin Oflana naka 10. Hindi lang yung malalaki, pati Guardia, Dr. J. Etong si Jordan Heading, hindi lang gunner, naka 8 rebound din.
Yeah, well, for a guard na parang laro niya 1 and 2 dito, he's about 6'2", so medyo talagang may rebounding. That's what I thought when he came into the league. Parang sabi ko, are you just a 3-point shooter? Pero all of a sudden, pinakikita na niya sa atin na meron siyang drive to the basket. He is a pretty good free throw shooter. Para pag final mo, medyo mataas ang kanyang porsyento. Marunong rin pumasa. So nagiging kompleto na siya para dito sa kanyang posisyon dito sa TNT.
So and for more on the TNT Tropang 5G, sasali na sa ating Game 2 kwentuhan si Miss Bel Gregorio.
True to what Coach Chot said before the finals, mas kompleto at mas malalim na nga ang tropa. Nakita natin yan sa kung paano ginulat ng kanilang starters ang SMB and how their bench showed up more, outscoring the bench of the Beermen 48-27. But despite taking away the Beermen strengths, their bench and the rebounding, ang 19 turnovers naman nila at SMB's 25 points of turnovers naman ang muntik nang maging kanilang pinik. Ang nakita raw nila Coach Chot, poor decision making. At para linisin ito, pinag-aralan nila ang kanilang timing. When to take the quick shot, when to wait for the better shot, and how to lock in mentally and stay composed, lalo na ngayon that they are anticipating the Beermen really going out for revenge. Balik na muna sa inyo, Magu.
At yan talaga ang kwento pagdating sa mga serye, lalo na sa entablado ng finals. Naka 1-0 ka man, naghahanap ka pa rin na mga kailangan i-improve. Junmar Fajardo back in game number 1. Another monster ball game ang pinakita Coach RG, pero kinapos.
Just another day in the office for the big man. 24 points on a 12 out of 22 shooting from the field, that is 55%, and also was able to grab 17 rebounds. The problem is 41 minutes. You know that his numbers compared to the semifinals output, particularly in the points department, is so much better dahil he only averaged 14 points per game in a 6-game series against the Barangay Ginebra. But what he needs to contend against are different kinds of defenders. He has to score against Kelly, JP Eram, and also Brandon Ganuelas-Rosser. Napapagod na bahya si Junmar pagdating sa huli.
Ito namang si Mowala Tautua, Dr. J, made his 4th start of the conference pa lang, hindi niya pinahiya yung tiwalang binigay sa kanya.
Yeah, maganda talaga linaro niya. Pinuntahan sila ng San Miguel because ang kanyang match-up sa TNT is BGR. Kaso na 2 fouls kaagad, so obligado pumupo yan. Now, I watched this game. Kung hindi dahil kay Motau Tua, kay Brongial at saka kay Junmar, tatambakan ng San Miguel because hindi sila nakakuha ng contribution sa mga gunners nila, especially Marshall Lassiter at saka si Troliano. Sa kabila naman, all of a sudden, naka 12 puntos itong si Galinato. Isang mintis lang, si Era may 6, si Brandon may 8. So malaking contribution yung 4 na malaki ng TNT.
At hinahanapan nga ni Dr. J ng production itong mga Guardian ng San Miguel. Marshall was absent, Troliano was absent, CJ was there, pero malayo doon sa pinakita niya nung huli natin siya nasilip sa semis.
Truly a remarkable performance in Game 6. We covered that one ago. He scored 41 points, 30 points in the first quarter. He did not miss 12 out of 12 from the field. And look at his performance in Game 1, only 16 points. He missed 12 attempts, only 29% from the field. Also took 8 attempts from the 3-point area, knocking down 2 for 25%. So he's still positive in terms of plus-minus player efficiency, but you know that he is a target on defense. Talagang biniblitz siya, dino-double team siya. The way TNT is playing defense against CJ Perez, ang gusto nila is ipasa mo na, huwag ka nang tumira, at every shot that you take is always gonna be challenged.
So tignan natin kung anybody but CJ ba ulit ang dedepensahan netong TNT o makakawala na ba etong si CJ and the rest of the guards of the Beermen. Ito na po, game number 2, the final lap ng the Race to Golden Glory, live on RPTV.
Of the PBA, and welcome to the Philippine Cup Finals, Game 2 between the San Miguel Beermen and the TNT Tropang 5G, brought to you by Arena Plus, a Sticks of Sports. Let's meet the starting lineups first for your San Miguel Beermen.
At guard, a newly crowned PBA champion last season from Iban, Batangas, number 33, Wami Johnson. Also at guard, a 5-time mythical team member from Bautista, Pangasinan, number 77, CJ Perez. At center, a record 9-time MVP from Pinamungahan, Cebu, number 15, Jumar Fajardo. At forward from Taguig City, number 3, Mo Tautua. And also at forward, an 8-time All-Star from Santiago, Ilocos Sur, number 13, Marshall Lessiter. Head coach for the Beermen is Leo Austria. And now here are the starters for the TNT Tropang 5G. At guard, a 2-time champion from Naga City, number 0, Simon and Cecil. Also at guard, a 2-time champion from Bacoor, Cavite, number 35, Kim Aurin. At center from San Fernando, La Union, number 45, Brendan Ganuelas Russer. At forward, a 3-time champion with TNT from Dumaguete, number 8, Calvin Oftana. And also at forward, the 2008 MVP from Cebu, number 21, Kelly Williams. Head coach for the Tropang 5G, Sean Reyes. Game officials are Romel Gruta, Jerry Dalandan, Albert Nubla, and
Referees nga natin, Romel Gruta, Jerry Dalandan, Albert Nubla, and Kenny Halig. And the first adjustment of the series, makikita natin. Si Wami Johnson now starting para kina Coach Leo Austria. Only his 4th starting 5 duty. This conference, yan ang hinahanapan ngayon ng opensa ni Coach Leo and the rest of San Miguel.
Also the possibility na baka limited minutes lamang si Ross dito. Katulad ng report sa atin ni Bell, baka may iniinda talaga, diba?
And another aspect is, just to continue the point of Dr. J, yung series kasi nila against Ginebra, si Ross was inserted in the starting lineup as a stopper kay RJ Abarientos. Now they need the offensive firepower of Johnson, kaya he is starting in this ballgame.
Sa kabila naman, Simon Enciso making his 2nd consecutive start para dito sa TNT Tropang 5G. Simon says, let's go to Rosser. Corner 3-pointer does not work, and Fajardo will collect his first rebound of the game.
Well, Enciso, remember playing for San Miguel only a couple of conferences ago. Medyo kilala niya most of these players except si Johnson. Hindi niya nakasama ito eh.
Wami working against Enciso. Pupunta sila dito kay CJ. Marshall off the pick. Will drop it off. Junmar thwarted by Rosser. Inabot ng 24 ang SMB.
Sensational defense once again by Tropang 5G. Very bad execution and offense by San Miguel. Junmar Fajardo getting the ball 15 feet away from the basket. That is not his strength.
Williams, yung bayani ng TNT back in Game 1. Gives it papunta sa kanilang best 3-point shooter na si Kim Aurin. Oftana looking to go to work. Quick trigger 3. Fouled by Marcio. At mukhang iimbestigahan pa kung landing spot yun.
Possible kasi dikit na dikit siya. Parang nag-step pa yung kanyang right foot, eh, no?
And you guys have talked about it kanina. San Miguel needs to get Marshall Lassiter going. Eh baka maagang mapaubo to. Marshall played 18.5 minutes in Game 1. Shot 0 for 3 from the field.
There are 2 things that they're reviewing right now. One is the landing spot, and the other thing is the follow-through of Calvin Oftana. His elbow hit the eye of Marshall Lassiter. I see some blood oozing right now and is being attended to by their PT.
Yeah, possible yan na medyo meron ka rin technical foul for extra motion. Pero, you know, I saw na dikit si Marcio and he wanted to just put his hands up. Pero he was so close to the guy taking the shot. Talagang yung movement niya was impaired except for that one step. Eh.
So masusing imbestigasyon ang ginagawa ng ating officials. A minute and 2 seconds into the action, blood has been drawn already here in Antipolo.
So ito yung slow-mo na yon. So tinitignan, one is the landing spot and the other one is the elbow follow-through, yung bagsak ng kamay ni Calvin Oftana. This is a different angle.
Dahil nga napakaraming aspeto nung sequence na yon ang nire-review. Medyo mahaba ang pagsusuri dito. Meron na yatang magiging desisyon, Coach Argin, Doc J.
Yeah, medyo.
Pakinggan natin mula dito kay Mark Luzon. Mababa din yung paliwanag. Ayan na.
Foul on number 13, Marshall Lassiter. That's his first team foul for the Beermen.
Ako, agree
Shooting 3 free throws, Calvin.
Kasi kay Marshall, dikit talaga siya. Medyo paanan pa nga yung bagsak niya. Yung kay Octana naman, natural shooting motion yun eh. Saan babagsak ang shoulder mo kung dikit na dikit yung mukha niya sa'yo.
Tama.
Yung kay elbow mo, no?
And that is also how our officials interpreted that one. Hindi natawagan si Calvin Oftana doon sa tama kay Marshall Lassiter.
Yeah. Ikaw, tingin mo, Miss Bell, tama ba?
Sabi nila, syempre, kailangan tama.
Hindi, tinamaan. Yun ang nangyari, tinamaan.
Tama. Si Coach Leo kaya, tama ang analysis. Kayong analysis niya last game ay tala in the first half dahil daw nagpanic sila doon sa depensa ng TNT. Grabe daw yung pressure, grabe daw yung pag-deny ng entry passes, kaya hindi sila nakaset up ng plays ng maayos. At dahil rin sa honest defense ng TNT, SMB's guards were limited to 11 of 45 from the field, with the bigs Fajardo, Tautua, and Bronial making up 56 points of their total score. Kaya yun nga, mas marami pa siyang hinihingi sa kanilang mga gwardya. And speaking of nga, sabi na nga ni Dr. J kanina, itong si Chris Ross complained of tightness sa kanyang right calf last game, na recurring injury na daw. Kaya gusto ni Coach Leo na i-manage muna ang kanyang mga minutes ngayon. Gentlemen.
Of course, I have to agree with the assessment of Coach Leo Austria. Alam niya yung tinatakbo at capabilities ng kanyang mga manlalaro. They really had a flat start in Game 1. They want to make sure that they will score more than 36 points in the first 24 minutes of play. But so far, defense of TNT, very evident in the first few possessions of the red shirts.
Yeah.
Williams thought about it, drives closer, kicks it over, and Ciso for 3. Di umubra. So tatatlong free throw pa lang ang nais-score so far sa ball game nito.
Alala mo last game, nakadalawang 3-point shot kaagad dito si Inciso, no? So talagang hinahanapan nila. Nice pass.
CJ locating itong si Fajardo on the roll.
Beautiful two-man game. Eye contact lang para doon sa dalawang magkakampi. Easy basket for JMF.
Rosser, huli ni Tautua. Rosser keeps it right there. Sampu pa naman sa kanilang shot clock. It is Williams who penetrates. Fouled on the pass there. That's going to be on JMF.
Sumundot siya, kaya natawagan siya ng foul.
And what we're seeing is Kelly Williams attacking Junmar Fajardo's defense from the perimeter, trying to use his quickness to blow by Junmar Fajardo.
Aurin misses. Fajardo is fouled by Enciso to sa rebound. So napaaga rin ang pasok dito ni Jericho Cruz dahil nga naputokan sa kilay. Itong si Marshall Lassiter.
Usually may bounce back game yan si Marshall Lassiter. Remember, last game 0 yan. You don't expect him to go 0 in consecutive games.
It's true.
Junmar down low. Turnaround jumper. No. Somehow it ended up with Jericho. Nice ball fake by Cruz.
Oh, there is a reason why also they need the offensive firepower of Jericho Cruz. He's a two-way player. Yes, he can score, and he's also physical enough to defend Calvin Oftana.
8 points, 5 rebounds, or make that 8 points. 2 rebounds and 5 assists back in game 1 para kay Jericho. Merong foul pero before the attempt, sideline out of bounds lang daw, sabi ng ref. Look at Coach John pleading with the refs for continuation.
On the floor yung naging verdict dun eh. Samantala, another foul will be called against San Miguel. This time around, it's against CJ Perez. So kitang-kita na natin, Dr. J, yung banggaan and yung tinatawag nating physicality on defense sa magkabilang koponan.
Yeah, and already 14 fouls called against San Miguel. Iisa pa lamang kontra TNT.
Wala pang 3 minuto lumilipas dito sa game 2.
Correct.
Oftana. will go to work. Jericho hounding him. Oftana goes over to Simon. Kelly for three. Di Mubra. Although nag-best player si Kelly nung nakaraan, 1 of 6 lang siya from the three-point line. Here comes CJ. Bitin. Aurin with a running start. That's going to be team foul number 5 on San Miguel.
And the second personal foul yata ni CJ yan. Third na pala, wow.
Yun ang mabigat doon.
Oh, such a huge development here. And that should force the hand of Coach Leo Austria to bring in Don Troliano early in the ball game. Very frustrated si CJ Perez first. He missed a runner, and on the way back, he was guilty of that foul against Aurin. There was a slight touch on the knee part, or the left knee to be exact dun sa leg ni Aurin, kaya siya natawagan.
You've been through so many of these wars, Coach RG. Napasikat na, naging alamat pa nga yung mga nagiging comeback mo nung araw, ano? You come into game 2, you're down 0-1. Simula pa lang 3 minutes, nasira na diskarte mo dahil napaubo si Marcio dahil sa putok sa kilay. Tapos yung isa pa si CJ, 3 foul. Kailangan in-game mabilis ma-realize yun ang gagawin as Oftana hits a 3.
There has to be a constant thing that you will do, and that is play defense against the gunners of TNT. That should be the concern of Cruz at the moment. But we've been talking about the depth of San Miguel. Maski dalawang players ang mawala, matatag pa rin yung koponan na yan.
3-point shot na to. Atin sa atin ng Arena Plus Sportsbook at yung bench ng San Miguel, Dr. J. All tournament long, kaya sila nag-1 seed.
Yeah, well, another guy that they can use and has already proven that he can give them points is 10. If they have to go to that small forward position na kulang sila ngayon, no?
Tandaan natin, nung semis, naging bayani rin yan si Jeron. That was game 2 as well, di ba?
Oh yes, magic bunot ni Coach Leo Austria yun. Pero in the previous game, he also failed to score. Kahilig, who's also capable of scoring at least 6 points every game, was also held scoreless in game 1.
Yeah, kaya nga nila, pagkuha nila kay Chongso, sinapan na nila si Kahilig. Kailangan rin natin yan. But tignan mo ito, Coach. You know, Coach Ryan is now a man of many hats. Manager pa. Extreme. We really hoping the best. No? Pero tignan mo ito nangyayari dito. Lahat ng plays ng San Miguel, alos puro roll si Junmar after trying to set a pick or an imaginary pick, but he rolls very quickly once there is movement. Kaya ang tira niya puro sa ilalim, except that very first attempt niya. No?
Well, what we're seeing is a different kind of attack because scouted na si Junmar. Every time he gets the ball down low, there's an automatic double team or sometimes triple team. If he's on the move, he is harder to double. That is why they're doing a lot of ball screens involving Junmar on the dive.
Oftana nagmintis. Tautua with the board. Here comes Jericho pushing on that left side. Jericho taking it right to the chest of Oftana. He's stopped on his tracks. Chongson directing traffic. He wants better spacing. Wami from the elbow. The looper bounces home.
That is what he brings to the table, Doc. His ability to shoot off-screen, pull-up jumper. He's just a sweet shooter from the perimeter.
Over at the other end, it is Cobonte now on part of the 5, as well as JP Eram. Enciso to a sliding Eram. Passes to the wrong man. Wami over at the other end. No numbers in their favor. He still takes it anyway. Di makuha yung bounce this time. Oftana working against Troliano. Will back up. He wants to take on Don. Mag-o-offer ng pick si JP. Oftana behind the back. Nasundutan ni Tautua. That defense of San Miguel starting to bite. Tautua saw some daylight there and he is fouled on the way in.
Medyo mahabol dito sa foul ang TNT, no? Yung San Miguel na preserve nila yung 5-team fouls. Hindi pa sila nakaka-send to the penalty situation ang TNT, no?
Tautua coming off that conference best 22-point eruption. Sinamahan pa ng 4 na rebound at 2 steal and a block in game 1. Getting the start here once again. He takes care of the first one.
So impressive. We see attention on defense by San Miguel. No 29-point explosion in the first quarter for TNT. Only 6 points so far with close 6 minutes of action na tayo rito. So kita mo itong San Miguel, they're not just relying on their offense. in this game or in this series, they also have to make sure that they play tough defense from the opening tip up to the end.
Kasi ngayon, Game 1, wire-to-wire victory yun para dito sa TNT. Ibig sabihin, hindi nakatikim ng lamang ng San Miguel. Ngayon, abante sila by 3. Biggest lead of Game 1 was 19 para sa Tropang 5G. Jericho takes it away!
Great anticipation, quick hands, quick legs by Jericho Cruz. Now he has a total of 4 points.
The defense of San Miguel, nangangagat na nga. First quarter pa lang. Wala pang kalahati dito, pero ang San Miguel lamang na ng 5. Easy layup para dito kay Jericho. As TNT has been held to 6.
Pinasa mo kay Wami. Come on! Lalakad! Pinidikan mo para makalabas ka. Alvin, factor mo! Makalabas!
LGR.
Hindi na natin ginagawa yung sino pinapabili sa boss?
Jamaica Tech, our official IT partner, our valued license fees, PBA Rush and Signal, Coral Ballet.
You're still watching Game 2 of the TNT San Miguel Finals. Quick update on Marcio Lassiter. Hindi naman ganun kalalim ang putok sa kaniyang kanang kilay, kaya hindi kinailangan tahiin. They stopped the bleeding already and covered it up. Nakabalik na nga siya sa bench and should be good to go. Gentlemen.
Parang mga boxer's cut lang galing sa accidental headbutt para dito kay Marcio. Expect them to be even more focused if and when he makes his return to the floor. Nawala nga yung buwelo di ba? Dahil Dr. J was talking about it. You will never see Marcio come up with back-to-back ball games.
He averaged 8 points per ball game in the semifinals against Barangay Ginebra. Was still scorching hot from deep. That is 48%. But this is an imposter. Definitely not the numbers that we're used to seeing dito kay Marcio Lassiter. Dr. J pointed it out. We don't see or we've never seen Marcio Lassiter go for back-to-back zeros. Kaya lang tinamaan sa may mata. Kaya pinagpahinga muna ni Coach Leo Osra. Pero babalik yan dito sa laban natin.
Pumasok naman sa ating laro for the first time para kina Coach Chot, sina Reynam Batang, Henry Galinato at etong si Jordan Heading. Let's see how they respond to this early 5-point deficit. Oftana double teamed at the corner.
There's always a disruption. 5 out of 8 shooting by TNT in the first few minutes of the first quarter for just over 12%. And 3 steals already for San Miguel. And almost another steal by Magumar John.
Sinave ko nga para hindi ka tamaan. Alam mo namang I'm your bodyguard, Coach RG.
And now, officially, it's a completed steal. 4 steals already, and we're only in the first quarter of play.
Naalala mo, last game, they had 19 turnovers. Binanggit ni Chot yan. We're not going to win with 19.
Oh, yes.
They were fortunate they had that big lead. San Miguel had 12 turnovers in that game.
Oh, big block from behind by Oftana. Tautua thought he had the number of Eram already. As we take a look at this defensive stop brought to us by Pioneer Elastosil. Selyado ang bubong, anumang panahon. Wami against Tambatak. They dump it inside. Abay! No! Rebound na kanino. Eram guides it over. Papunta kay Heading. Jordan on the move. Trying to slither his way through. Offensive foul whistled on TNT. Si Galinato ba o si Eram?
Parang si Galinato yan.
Galinato nga. Illegal pick, ano?
Yeah. Parang kang direktor, Magu.
Oo, tinulak na ni Galinato si Bo papunta kay Heading. Tita Puti. Maraming salamat, Direk Arvin. 15-foot pull-up. Wami is in focus.
4 points in the ball game now for Wami. 7-point lead for the San Miguel Pier team.
Sensational start once again by San Miguel on both ends of the floor. It is not just offense. They're making multiple stops.
ng Bata. Di makawala. Bibigay kay Era. Mid-range jumper. JP could not deliver. Calinato battling Trollano. Flipped on. Took it away from Henry. Jericho nagtatabog sa kabila. Trollano misses. Jericho thought he was wide open on the right wing.
Yeah, hindi pinush talaga ni Wami. In-slow down niya yung half-court game nila.
Stingray down the gut of the defense. Drops it off to Calinato. He's fouled by Brondial.
Finally, an opportunity to score from the free throw line.
Ang tagal nang di gumagalaw ng 6 points na yan.
A lot of misses, a lot of turnovers, great hands by San Miguel, forcing a lot of steals, and just a disruption. Nawawala yung flow sa opensa nitong TNT. But what you're seeing is how they want to attack Junmar Fajardo. Use him on ball screens. Let Calinato dive because Junmar is not gonna get him on the move.
What a game. Back in game 1 para dito kay Calinato. Solid na solid yan, Dok.
12 points, 6 out of 7 from the field. Yung nga binabanggit ko kung hindi dahil dyan, medyo kulang sila sa malaki. And that guy really helped.
Sa puntong ito, meron niyang report si Miss Bell.
When Coach Chot was motivating TNT before Game 1, naramdaman daw ni Henry na may mga mensaheng talagang pinapatamaan siya, especially when it came to boosting his morale and empowering him to believe that he could do great things. It echoed Coach Chot's exit interview with him after last conference, kung saan sinabi niya they expect him to play his potential. At yun nga ang pinapanghawakan ni Henry. A big help, of course, is Poy and Kelly constantly in his ear, and of course, Coach Ranidel behind, being so hands-on with him with the shooting and his confidence. Gentlemen.
Maraming salamat, Miss Bell, as we just witnessed back bawian ng 3. Wami Johnson now with 7 points, pero sa kabila si Heading pumasok ng unang pukol. 16-10 is the score. Under 4 remaining in this first quarter. Jericho directing traffic. He wants Brondial to post up Henning. They swing it to Trollano on the left wing. That's going to be a foul on Ambatak. Both teams are in the penalty.
It is necessary really for the guards to contribute offensively. You mentioned Chongson, 7 points. He really likes to be a starter for San Miguel.
Ang mga 3-point shot na yan atid sa atin ang Arena Plus Sportsbook.
Mabalik tayo doon sa pinanggit mo, Coach Ryan. Alam mo, you love Ross because he's a veteran. He has been a champion player. He has been best player. Pero the last few games, he has not been giving them offense. So nasisira rin yung, although gusto talaga nila yung kanilang rotation ng first 5. Ngayon, sinubukan naman nila na bigyan yung isang tao that can score. And Junmar was actually looking for him with those passes. Pinapasahan talaga ni Junmar pag nakikita niya nag-double team siya.
There's a bigger operating space for Junmar Fajardo every time he's surrounded with shooters. And you know that Chongson is a really good shooter. Chris Ross has an improved shooting from the outside. Pag uminat si Chris Ross, kaya rin naman niyang umiscore. Pero ito, tuloy-tuloy pa rin itong magandang kumbaga rhythm and offense itong San Miguel. Nakakasagot na TNT. Buti na lang, otherwise matatabunan talaga sila dito sa init na laro ng San Miguel.
Loose ball foul si Kevin Ferrer, meaning 2 shots para kay Rodney Brondial.
Binigyan niya ng balikat. Alam mo, nakakatawa dito, ang aga nag-penalty ang San Miguel. Pero ang San Miguel. Pero yung TNT ang nagbibigay ng free throws sa mga non-shooting fouls. Dahil sila, umabol rin sila sa penalty.
Tama yung Doc. In the 8-minute mark, yung foul ni CJ Perez kanina, yung pangatlo niya, penalty situation na rin yung San Miguel doon. Pero so far,
wala na pakinabangan so far ang TNT doon.
Tama, mas marami pang free throw itong San Miguel.
Rodney Brondial, who for the tournament before tonight was shooting 50% from the line, goes 2 for 2. Balik sa siya mga bante ng SMB, 19-10.
Pwede mo rin hiramin niya. Big man na may rebound, may laro sa ilalim. Good defensive player.
Yes.
Fajardo with another board. Trollano trying to make up for silence in game 1. San Miguel now building a double-digit lead.
You just can see it in their eyes. Their confidence has been boosted because of that lackluster performance in Game 1. Trollano coming out alive off the bench. He now has 3 points across his name.
pinagkikwentuhan ni Dr. J at Coach RG. Yung lackluster performance nga mula dito kay Don Clarkson Trollano back in Game 1. Napakalayo to sa kanyang mga ambag. Usually, Doc.
Yung 4 points na yun, matatapos na yung laro. 4-point shot yun eh. Before that, 0 out of 6 yun. Talagang wala na ibigay yun. Pero alam natin, back-to-back timeouts ito eh, di ba?
Oo. Dahil mandatory ang makukuha ng San Miguel after that second timeout of the quarter by TNT. Magbabalik po kami. Ng Game 2, Race to 4 Best of 7 Finals nga po tayo dito sa RPTV. Nakauna ang TNT kung hindi niya po nababalitaan netong nakaraang Miyerkules. Pero ngayon, looking good ang SMB. To get one on the board, Wami Chongson already with 7 points on 75% shooting.
He was just averaging 5.6 points per ball game before this one. And what you like is he is always ready. Every time he gets that rock, without hesitation, he's gonna launch it from the outside. Every time he makes a basket from the perimeter or even from the 3, it will help the game of Junmar Fajardo dahil kailangan na siyang bantayan. So that means, pag pumosi ngayon kay Junmar, mano-mano na lang yan. Wala na masyadong help side defenders dahil nga kailangan din sila mag-focus dito kay Chongson.
Alam naman natin kalidad nito nung nasa Terra Firma pa to. Scores in the high 20s at that, sometimes in the 30s. Making only his 4th start of the tournament. Pero napakaganda kagad ng kanyang ambag para sa SMB.
Samantala, natawagan ng warning si Assistant Coach Ronnie Del De Ocampo for continuous complaining. Kita mo naman yan, ngumingiti-ngiti pa din. Wala naman daw siyang ginawa.
Tinatanong niya yata yung mga rep ano ba ang moniker niya? For reference po, hanapin niyo sa YouTube yung commercial ng TNT. Siya po si Hodor. Heading, gives it up to Nambata. The flip shot, no. Aram couldn't stick it back. Lassiter's back on the floor. And San Miguel will march it down. Chongson lost his dribble. Rondiel helps him out. Ferrer ang bantay ni Rodney. Ito na si Marcio. Chongson trying to get it to Junmar. Batted right back by Jordan. Wami now with 9.
Napaganda pa, no?
And if he gets going, Doc, talagang rhythm scorer din talaga itong si Wami Chongson. Yeah. And just to give you a comparison, kung gaano kainit itong San Miguel sa kanilang field goal percentage compared to TNT. TNT is only 2 out of 14 from the field. Make it now 3 out of 15 after that 3-pointer of Jordan Heading.
Yung San Miguel, 8 out of 15 so far, Coach RG.
Pangalawang 3-point shot ni Heading yun. Kung ako rin ng TNT, atakihin ko rin sa depensa ni Wami. Yan ang weakness niya.
Junmar mid-range, that's good.
Now if they get going, hawa-hawa na itong San Miguel. It's a perimeter jumper. Itong si JMF, not usually his shot, but he will definitely take it.
5.6 rebounds so far para dito sa 9-time MVP. Take another look at that last 3. Heading. Knocks it through. Atin sa atin ang Arena Plus Sportsbook.
Now, if you're Chongson, you have to understand your coverage. You are guarding a shooter. You have to stay connected. If you're offering help, you make sure that you're quick enough to rush out against a deadly shooter from the outside like Jordan Heading.
Si Ross na ang pumasok para kay Wami. Siya naman ang matchup ngayon kay Gio Halalon.
Si Halalon nga pumasok na at bumalik na rin naman. Etong si Kelly Williams. Wala sila masyado nakakuha mula dito kay JP Era. Heading against Lassiter. He shoots over him. Jordan misses. Kinalawit pa ni Don yung rebound. Kalahating kahon ang abante rito ng San Miguel Beer. Trollano Inside, nakuyog.
You can just sense the urgency in the eyes of San Miguel players. They want to tie the series. Tingnan mo yung atake ni Don Troliano. Talagang buong-buo eh. On the other hand, very flat start si Coach Chot. Halalo actually did not play in game 1. So inaasahan niya na sana maging spark plug itong si Gio.
Correct. Alam mo, Coach Ryan, they're down by a big number. Their usual game is not in action. So you're looking for a guy that can create possibilities for you. Pwedeng gumawa ng agaw, makapag-assist, makapag-depensa na mabuti. Yun lang ang hinahanap po sa isang player katulad ni Gio.
Natural disruptor kasi itong si Gio Halalon eh. So kung makadisrupt siya ng opensa ng San Miguel, well and good. At kung mag-iba yung tema ng kanilang opensa at makahanap sila ng madadaling tira, edi mas maganda rin para sa kanila. Let us see if it's up to it. That's the first
May bonus pa. May bonus pa.
Parang alam niya yata, Dok, pinag-uusapan natin siya.
Oh, alam naman natin na magaling na player ito.
It's definitely much needed hit. Pang 16th point pa lang yan para dito sa TNT. Back in game 1, naka-29 sila ng first quarter. Ngayon ang San Miguel may 29 na.
Yeah. About 2 more plays coming up for us.
Heading, splitting 2 defenders.
Ang laki na in-improve nito, pati sa penetration. Si Heading.
Such a good player now. He had that explosive move on the way to the basket.
Last shot time para sa mga nakapula. Can they reach 30? Troliano would like to think so. He's fouled and he'll be at the line once again.
Ginagamit talaga ng Troliano ang kanyang utak dito. Saksak siya ng saksak dahil penalty ang kalaban. Pag sinagasaan niyo ako, hinabol niyo ako, pupunta ako sa free throw line.
7 points on 2-3 shooting from the field and 3 of 4 from the line already para dito kay Celedonio.
And it's a good thing that even Jordan Heading is up to the task because his teammates are not producing their usual numbers. Coming off the bench now with a total of 8 points itong si Jordan Heading. Coach Leo Austria very happy with the performance of his team here in the first 12 minutes of play or close to 12 minutes. Unfortunately, kailangan mas maging deadly si Don Troliano sa free throw line. He's been splitting his charities.
Heading will put up the heave. Muntik pa yun para dito kay Jordan. That'll do it for the first 12. 30 ang pinasabog ng SMB sa unang 12 minuto. At 12 rin na may babaon nilang kalamangan matapos ang first quarter dito sa Inares Center sa Antipolo.
Coach Peter, aside from getting your usual offense back, you also limited TNT to just 18 points. What worked best for you in the first quarter that you want to sustain?
Well, if you ask me what worked best was the series of unfortunate events for us. Marshall got cut. CJ has 3 personal fouls right away. And it actually turned out we have a 12-point lead. It's okay. But we're trying to match. We're looking at the energy level. We're okay with the energy level. Secondly, we're looking at the matchups. They're too used to getting our players. Ngayon, we're trying to mix it up a little bit.
Thank you, Coach Peter. Back to you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Assistant Coach Peter Martin and Ms. Bel Gregorio. Naging blessing in disguise pa nga para sa San Miguel. Yung medyo na-discarril yung diskarte nila nung simula, Dr. J.
Yeah, kasi nasaktan si Marcio. Pero yung pumalit naman sa kanya, maayos ang linaro. Si Jericho Cruz, tulong ng tulong kaagad, di ba?
Etong TNT at San Miguel, huling 4 na beses nagkita sa finals, Dr. J. Coach RG. Palaging nakakauna sa game 1 ng TNT. Ang problema, para kina Coach Shot, sa dulo palagi pa rin na San Miguel ang nananalo. Back in 2017, na-4-2 sila. Noong 2019, na-4-2 rin. 2022, na-4-3. At netong nakaraan nga, 2025, na-4-2 sila. So although San Miguel drops game 1, they find ways.
Obviously. winningest team yan in the league, you know. And they just don't give up. They make the adjustments very quickly. Ang problema nga ng San Miguel, ang laro natin Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Hindi katulad Sunday, may 2 araw ka sana before the next game. Ito talaga mag-a-adjust ka within a day.
But we're seeing is tremendous adjustment on the part of Coach Leo Austria dahil nga naging mas aggressive yung kanyang mga manlalaro. They're reading the defense of TNT better. And aside from that, look at this game 1 points plus 9 TNT in game 1. But tonight, San Miguel finishing the first 12 minutes of play up by 12 points. So yung mga bench scorers or bench contributors si Coach Leo, nagpakita talaga ng kanilang lakas.
Coach RG, take us inside that chess match just to re-emphasize Dr. J's point. To get to the finals, San Miguel has already played 18 games. Pang-19 laro na yung last Wednesday. 1 game to prepare for game 2. Fatigue is there already. Walkthrough na lang ba yan? Viewing lang o meron pa ring hard practice yan?
Well, usually walkthrough na lang yan. But there is, kumbaga, more challenging adjustment for San Miguel because they played 6 games against Barangay Ginebra. It was a very emotional series. Every time you play against Barangay Ginebra, talagang kumbaga may kapoy factor, may pagod. Itong TNT, 5-game series lang yan against Meralco. So they came in dun sa game 1 with fresher legs. Kitang-kita natin yun. Pero ngayon, medyo mukhang mas handa na itong San Miguel sa laban natin ngayon.
14-point lead para dito sa San Miguel Beermen. Dejan Trollano, Tautua, Lassiter, Ross at etong si Brondial as their 5. Lassiter scores!
Alam mo yung Tiger, huwag mo ang sasaktan niya dahil lalong nakagalit siya. Di ba?
Kaya 17 bigla ang abante rito ng San Miguel after that triple from Super Marcio.
Tama ba? Si Marcio, di ba unang naglaro, Coca-Cola Tigers?
Yeah.
Oo. O power rate, no?
Oh.
3-point shot ni Marcio at sa atin ng Arena Plus Sportsbook.
Kaya tama yung description ni Dr. J.
Kinalo pa nga kami noon kaya alala ko. Tsaka lumaban ng finals yun
Correct.
Ang 5 naman ng TNT will feature Cobontin, Halalon, Williams heading in Oftana. They are down 17. They've only scored 18. Tautua, Butterfingers. Cobontin is bumped out of bounds sa bagong pasok ni Andreas Kahilig.
At nakita mo dito, partners, nakakapahinga si Junmar. Medyo matagal na pahinga niya. Maaga pa lang, inalis na siya doon sa first quarter. At ngayon, mga 1 minuto na, hindi pa rin siya bumabalik. So, he's going to be a fresh player coming back.
And another thing is, it's always a huge blessing for San Miguel if Junmar is not scoring a lot of points. Only 5 points so far for Junmar. CJ Perez also not yet able to score in this game, and yet they're up by 17. So ibig sabihin, nagtatrabaho ang ibang mga manlalaro.
Dahil sa 3 foul ni Perez, malamang third quarter na natin ulit makita yan. Cobontin in major traffic. Naka-diskarte naman.
One thing masasabi natin sa TNT, pag kayo nag-i-scramble, magaling silang gumalaw. They move well without the ball. They make good passes to open teammates.
Cobontin, who scored 4 points in game 1, will miss on that first one.
People don't realize how important Pugoy is to this lineup.
Oh, yes.
I mean, we don't talk about Jason. Dahil talaga hindi pa talaga pwede si Jason. Pero Pugoy got hurt in the almost the end of the elimination round sa semis na So masakit sa kanila yun that he's not playing right now.
And badly needed yung firepower ni Roger Pugoy, especially if kumbaga grounded si Calvin Oftana. Kaliwat kanan ang atake niyan Kung mainit si Oftana, mainit si Pugoy, napakahirap itong TNT talunin.
If we go by the initial report last week, baka game 4 makabalik na si Pugoy. Sabi 2 weeks That was a week ago, a week and a half ago. Malamang Sunday hindi
pa. Baka mga game 4 pwede na yan. Game 5, baka he might try to play a few minutes. And he usually has a big game when he comes back from injury, Ugali niya yun.
Merong mawawarning, mate-technical, natagana. Oftana ang na-technical foul dito.
Surprisingly. Medyo mabait na bata yan.
Calvin losing his cool, Coach Archie.
Yes, he did not like the foul called against him on the driving Don Trollano. So ang feeling niya, hindi niya tinamaan. At minsan kasi ano lang kumbaga out of frustration, may nababanggit kang mga salita na hindi mo na mabawi at narinig ng referee. Pag narinig na ng referee yan, sorry, hindi ka na pwedeng mag-appeal.
At ayan na, San Miguel has doubled up on TNT in this second quarter, 36-18. May dalawang free throw pa para kay Don.
Mag-18 points lamang yan ng TNT, pero 8 pa yan galing kay heading.
Yun ang masakit para dito sa Tropang 5G. Speaking of heading, he is making his way back into this game. Pareho rin ni Miss Bell.
Noong semis pa na-injure itong si Don Troliano, ang kanyang right wrist, ang kanyang na-injure after a bad fall. At lagi nga daw itong natatamaan, lagi siya nahuhulog. Kaya lumalawak na rin daw ang sakit ng kanyang nararamdaman. He describes it na parang pasa. Limited ang kanyang range of motion dahil sa tape. And he said that if he really can't get his scoring going the way he couldn't in Game 1, rebounding, deflecting, and getting stops daw ang kanyang gustong bigyang pansin. Gentlemen.
Partida, masakit kamay, may 10 points na.
Yun na nga Kaya hindi ko alam. Gusto ko ng makita talaga. Hindi. Ano ba talaga nangyari? Kasi nakabalot yung kanyang kanang wrist. Pero as far as he's playing in tonight's ball game, parang ordinary day para rito kay Don Troliano.
Kala ko sasaktan mo kamay mo, baka maayos yung, yung pagkaka-alignment. Ayan na naman si Don. Lalabas niya ngayon kay Ross.
Ang San Miguel, pag yung tira ni Ross na yung pumapasok. Dahil talagang hindi mo naman pwedeng bantayan 5-on-5 forever yung kalaban And you have to give way to one. And that happened to be Ross, almost always open from 3-point shots.
But we've seen him explode. There are games where in dock, he was just unconscious.
He makes you pay for leaving him alone.
And why is he here in the game? It is really to play tough defense against Ray Nambatak. Nambatak not yet a factor in today's ball game.
Rosser and Galinato back on the floor. Heading will miss. Galinato trying to keep it alive, but it ends up with Ross.
Good tap there by Tautua to a teammate.
Cruz looking around. Kahilig kicks it back out. Ross hands it over to Cruz. Gets around Rosser. Jericho misses though. Heading will secure the board. Jordan to a streaking Rosser. Simon on the move. Drops it back off to Brandon. Lumusot.
Iba't depensa ng San Miguel today here in the first half.
Very active sila, Doc. They're moving so well. They're covering each other. They're helping out beaten teammates. That is why they've limited TNT to just 20 points in the 6 out of 22 shooting from the field. That is a very low 27% for a good shooting team like TNT.
Motau Tua whistle for the offensive foul. Nagsunod-sunod ba yung foul ni Mo?
Masarap ang buhay ni Mo pagkasama niya si John Mar. Pag nakaupo si John Mar, siyang focus parati, madali siyang depensa. Pagkasama si John Mar, ay lahat ng tao nakatingin kay John Mar.
Pwede siyang weak side operator. He always gets open.
Barely 4 minutes into the second, nagbalik na sa ating laro etong si Abay. Galinato loses it. Kahilig dives for it. Jericho at the other end. Back to Ross. Bullet pass to Marshall.
Ang sabi siya, pag nasaktan yan, ibang klase yan.
Back-to-back threes here in the second quarter for Super Marshall. And tama yung nabanggit ni Doc Hindi pwedeng 2 games na bokya itong si Marshall Lassiter.
Blackjack na abante na San Miguel. Galinato got away from Kahilig to chop 2 off the deficit.
I like that. He took advantage of a mismatch that he saw. That he knew he could exploit.
Ross.
Yan ang PBA, yung playoffs. May banggaan talaga yan. You know, if you do not dislodge, don't call a foul.
Junmar down low. Gustong ipagpag si Rosser. Nawala ng possession. Eto na si Stingray on the move. Trying to no-look into Enciso, but Marshall had his eye on it.
You know, it's very seldom that I see Junmar Fajardo complain against a non-call. On the way back, he was just very slow, looking at the referee, call a foul, I'm being pushed, I'm being pulled.
Tama, bihira nga talaga umangal yan medyo sport maglaro yan.
Yes.
Era. Munti kang masagasaan sila bata. Rosser and Lassiter getting entangled there. Marcio losing his footing. He ended up on top of Brandon.
Today naman nakikita natin ito si BJR medyo cool. Usually itong madaling, natatawag natin he loses his cool. Nadaganan pa. Mabilis rin itong reaction ng referee.
You know, every time I see something like that, it was very obvious a foul. Should have really correctly called against Marcio Lassiter. But yung ganong impact, parang Kobe Bryant against Pau Gasol. Yung talagang tatamahan, talagang okay, sorry, one foul. But don't set that screen again. Parang ganun,
Yun
Doc,
sadya yun eh. In-announce niya yun eh. I'm gonna go through him.
Oh, yes.
Rosser taking care of the first free throw. TNT really bleeding further points here, Doc J.
Penalty na naman itong San Miguel. Very early na naman. And only one team foul against TNT. Pero that shows better defense. Kung ako man ang coach, kahit na may penalty ako, natutuwa ako dahil lumalaban talaga ang aking kupunan sa defense. No?
Si Jericho na. Nagpunto rito para sa San Miguel dahil dinedenay ni Nambatak si Ross. Junmar, backing bodies with Eram. Cebu versus CDO.
Ididiin talaga ni Junmar yan hanggang pumito referee. Halatang halata mo yung gusto niyang gawain.
And you also are going to be afraid if you're guarding Junmar Fajardo because he's a little upset right now, Doc. Ayun yung tawagan, didikdikin ko talaga ito.
Kahilig with some daylight. Nambatak para sa board. Magkakataon. Makalapit pa ng bagyan. Itong TNT down by 18. That's an illegal pick from JP. Ang masakit doon, nagreklamo si Eram sa rep, tumingin sa bench, walang sumalo. Parang nakita rin nila coach yun. Oo, offensive ka doon.
There was a slight movement forward by JP Eram. But usually, Doc, and I've seen plays like this before. Minsan, as a ball handler, you have to pause a little bit. Wait for the screener to set before you move. Yun, medyo nagbadali rin si Nambatak doon.
Si Coach Chot hindi na tumatayo. It is assistant coaches Josh Reyes and Sandy Aris Pacuchaga ang nagtitimon niya.
Yan, tumayo, no?
Binabasa niya kung ano gagawin. Wami, by the way, has come back in for Ross. Si Brondial, who has also been effective, has come back in for Kahilig.
Umupo na ulit. Oh, kita mo.
Hindi mo binitawan yun.
Kelly, nandiyan na rin, no, para kay Eram.
Rosser looking around. Heading. Hinahanap si Octana.
And another offensive foul called against TNT. This time around, it is against Kevin Williams. A lot of moving picks set by the bigs of TNT. Let's take a look at this once again. Slight movement again. Erase the defense of Marcio Lassiter. Not good in terms of execution for TNT.
Kung sinet niya yun, hindi na rin
okay
makakadaan.
Na sana,
Hindi na makakadaan si Lassiter dun.
Halos kalahati ng ating second quarter. It is still San Miguel by 18. Another, this one's a dribbling violation. Akala ko offensive foul ulit. Lifting naman to.
Palming, lifting. Ano ba nung araw? Iba-iba tawag dyan eh. Carry.
Yan.
Dami na doon.
Williams. Gustong rumagasa kontra kay Junmar. Nambatak lost it. It ends up with Rosser. They go to the corner. Heading misses again. Jordan Heading struggling from that three-point line so far tonight. 2 of 7 na ang shooting niya.
Ano mo, ideally, that was the correct play. It's a correct basketball move. But penalty na, Doc eh. Yung San Miguel, pwede ka nang umatake ng konti. Go to the free throw line.
Big put that by Brondial. Push their lead back up to 20 points.
Doug, save, kunin mo na yan. Kung wala sila ibibigay save. That's not a good foul. They're in penalty.
Yes.
Nambata trying to sell that he was taking a 3 or 4.
Hindi yata alam ni Wami yun na nasa penalty sila.
So look at that follow-up by Rodney Brondial.
Titignan ngayon ng referees kung saan yung foul occurred.
Was it a 3 or was it a 4?
No.
That'd be bigyan ng continuation.
Kung continuation. Oo.
2 shots lang. Nakikita natin senyas. So penalty lang yung free throws.
Penalty lang talaga yun. One of
Apat daw. Shooting 4, partner.
4.
Yes.
So binigay nga ng Batak when he heard the whistle.
Yeah, so very bad foul there. You know.
Dalawa sa pinakamagaling sa ganyan, nasa side ngayon eh. Ng Batak at saka Chris Ross. Di ba? O napaupo na pala si Chris. Pero yung pagka nakarinig ng pito, biglang ihahagis.
Tama. Yung
Husay nila sa ganun.
mapapaisip yung mga referees kung active shooting pa. Well, that was a big play. Positive development for TNT. Instead of just shooting 2 free throws, 4 free throws was awarded to Ray Nambata. He knocks down the first one. Back-to-back hits. 2 more free throws will be given to Ray.
Tignan natin if this will jumpstart their offense, Coach RG and Dr. J.
Yeah, malaki na ang talagang miniature nitong si Ray Nambata sa paglalaro. Before, he was not even a good free throw shooter when he was with Letran, you know. 50-50, lamang mga 2 out of every 3 ang naisushoot niyan. Pero hindi perfect yan. Katulad nito, perfect siya.
And another thing is, you know, historically, you guard Ray Nambata, you focus on his penetrations. The mere fact that he was fouled while taking a 4, ibig sabihin yung 3 at 4 na, nire-respeto na din.
Uy, magaming.
Body sprawled on the floor here.
Meron na ano doon, nahulog, nawala yung bola, dinigan niya ni Cruz. Tapos may somebody coming over his back naman.
It was Rosser on the floor and then Jericho and then somehow Kelly Williams ended up with them in that pileup.
Loose ball na eh.
Ayan, nakikita mo. Dumive ngayon siya. And Kelly is gonna go over the back of one of the players there. He's trying to get the ball. He's trying to get the ball.
And he was trying to caution yung bang landing ni Jericho Cruz dun sa kanyang teammate. Diba? Kasi yung momentum eh. Yes, tama yung Doc. And that is what our referees are trying to review.
44-28 is the score. After those 4 free throws by Nambata, tignan natin anong mga masisilip after that last couple or has scrambled for the loose ball. Well, listen.
Foul on number 39, Jericho Cruz, penalty, his first personal.
Just a regular foul there on Jericho, nothing else.
Pangatlong foul na rin niya yan. I think, you know, I don't know if Leo is thinking of trying to bring CJ Perez back to the ball game. You can't sit him forever. Di ba?
Wala pang senya si Coach Leo Austria. Medyo nagpapapansin na nga si CJ, oh. Malakad-lakad na dun, Doc.
Parang nagpapakilala sa coach. Oy, coach, I'm available.
Baka nakalimutan mo.
Tumatakbo ulit.
Ayan, nagwa-warm up.
Kumbaga ito si Manny Pacquiao ito nandun sa corner.
Ikaw ba, Coach RG, sino mahilig magganyan nung ikay na nagko-coach ba?
Si Pingris. Kasi stretching sa harap ko yun eh. Ready ako, Coach. Ready tayo.
Parang baka nakalimutan mo, Coach. 44-29. 15 pa rin naman ang abante ng San Miguel. Largest was 22. Brondial trying to secure the board. Ball will stay right there. Or will it?
Yeah, it will. Hindi man nagcha-challenge ang TNT. Kasi kung alam nila sa kanila yun, it's very challenge. You can challenge.
Lassiter has of time chasing him around. Marshall between the legs. Aantayin yung pick ni Brondial. He wants to go with Junmar now. Marshall want to shoot. I don't think I've ever seen Marshall dribble that much in one sequence.
And yes, and just the desire of the bigs to defend Marshall Lassiter from the three-point area. Look at the defense of Kelly Williams. No opening. He stayed connected and just forced Marshall Lassiter to turn the ball over. So good defense by TNT. It's a 5-0 run for them after being down by as many as 20 points.
Outside na, 24 pa. Double violation, Doc.
Yeah, and sinong bumalik?
Ayan na, CJ. Nagbunga, yung stretching nga.
Oftana against Cruz. Step back jumper, Calvin Bitin. CJ pitches it over. It is Cruz sa kabilang dulo. CJ, first touch in the second quarter. He's playing with 3 fouls. CJ pa rin. To Brondial. Bibigay sana kay Junmar. Nakanino na nga ba? Brondial for 3. No! Ang ganda ng box out ni Brandon.
May foul.
At inabot na ng 24 ang San Miguel.
This beautiful sequence defensively for Tropang 5J. They were really challenging shots. Again, back-to-back turnovers for San Miguel. They just could not get a clean look.
Just under 4 remaining in the second quarter. Heading, trying to break free of the defense of Wami. Brandon in motion. Heading dives in. Hinagis na lang yun.
Well, yun ang pinag-usapan namin ni Coach Ryan. Kung ako, atakayin si Wami. He's scoring against us, but his defense is always a suspect, especially against a bigger player like Heading.
He usually has a hard time defending from the perimeter. And also, of course, if you're taller and you back him down with a post-up play, nahirapan din siya ron. So kitang-kita yun at talagang tinake advantage ni Jordan Heading. At nag-quick adjustment si Coach Leo Austria.
He's not gonna do that. He's gonna bring in Trollano. So the guy that can pick him up can be Trollano, it can be CJ, it can be Jericho Cruz. Diba?
TNT now shooting 13 of 17 from the free throw line kumpara mo sa 12 of 15 na San Miguel. Pero this time around in the second quarter, nagiging malabigasan nila yung free throw, hindi katulad nung first. The Beermen, nasugatan back in game number 1 but is in focus here in game 2. They've led by as many as 22. Pero sa ngayon, 13 na lang ang abante ng SMB.
Wala akong masabi. Our offense was down the stretch. Our offense was flawless. Our defense was great. It was just our turnovers. And those turnovers were not coming from set plays. It was just coming from rushing too much and getting ourselves into bad positions.
Yun nga yung naging problema ng TNT in the second half of game number 1 and the early goings of this one. Pero mula nung matambakan ng hanggang 22, 11-2 counter-attack na ang binibitawan dito ng Tropang 5G.
And look at the turnovers of TNT in the conference. Close to 13 POs per game. In game 1, they turned the ball over 19 times. Good thing they had a good spread in the first half. Kaya they were still able to win it. In tonight's ball game, they now have a total of 10 turnovers. Majority happening in the first quarter. And points off the TO, 10 points for San Miguel and only 6 for TNT. But good run for them. You talked about the biggest lead of San Miguel, which stood at 22 points, 42-20 at 1 point. So this is a strong 11-2 counter run by TNT. They're only down by 13.
Perez, as we've been talking about, now back on the floor playing with those 3 fouls. Jericho in trouble in the backcourt. That's going to be a steal by Kelly Williams. Jordan to Stingray. Inside to Brandon. Heading down the middle.
Alam mo, galing ka sa timeout, hindi ka set for a press. And there's no safety guy there. Ayan na naman. Almost.
11 na lang ang inahabol dito. That's a 9-0 run. Part of a larger 13-2 run.
Actually, the big thing there was the foul on the 4 shots from the free throw line. Kasi hindi nakakashoot ang TNT. Binigyan mo ng freebies eh.
Tama, and that changed the tide a little bit. Now they're going to Junmar Fajardo. A steady presence inside.
Counted yun.
Oh, yes.
Pababa na yung bola.
Finally, a basket to end the drought of San Miguel.
Pero magandang defensive stop pa rin yun if you look at it. Talagang hinabol niya eh. Yun lang pababa na yung bola.
Talaga. Well, the problem was the gamble of Kelly Williams, and that forced Brandon Ganuela's roster to help out.
Pero i-review na rin yan because goaltending they usually review also. So, para hindi na magkagulo pa mamaya later on, magsasalita silang hindi goaltending, magagalit naman yung San Miguel, di ba?
I think it was clear from all angles.
Confirmed yun. And this is the angle that they used.
Mabuti na rin yun. Safe.
46-33, a bit more breathing room para sa SMB. Under 3 remaining in this first half. Williams flip, no. Junmar will collect the board. Pardo now with 7 points and 8 rebounds. CJ in attack mode. Over to Junmar. Babagsak ka sana niya sa ilalim kay Brondial. Sabi ni Junmar, dapat nilagay ko na sa ring.
Swerte pa nga sila, bola nila yun. Because that was a real bad decision at that time.
Perez. Tumipsidu. Nabitin. Jericho trying to clean it up.
It was Brondial who kept that ball alive, you know, and it fell to Jericho Cruz.
6 points in the game para kay Jericho.
That's a foul, and that's free throw shots. Tama yung ginagawa ni Kelly.
Second personal foul yan para kay Junmar.
And this is what they're missing. We're talking about TNT. Itong si Kelly Williams had a spectacular first half in Game 1. In tonight's ball game, still 0 so far, and this is his best opportunity to contribute offensively. And he misses the first one.
And if you notice in that game, maraming beses umatake si Kelly, pero parating hinahanap niya si Brandon cutting from the weak side. Bounce pass, either a dunk or a layup. It happened so many times in game number 1. Pero today, San Miguel has made that adjustment.
Williams, who is a 79% free throw shooter, misses both.
And remember, he was our best player of the ball game in Game 1, erupting for 15 points. Let's see this move of Brondial. Natakot siya kay Brandon Ganuela's roster doon.
Jericho trying to shake off ng bata. Cruz, step to the left, 3. Alam niyang mintis. Brondial in between 2 white shirts. Brondial pa rin.
Oh, we have to change his name. No. He's no longer Rodney Brondial. Here's Rodman Brondial in tonight's game.
Balik sa 17, abante ng San Miguel.
Kala ko nahuli pa.
3 ball ni Oftana. Pati si Calvin, puro blanco ngayon ang tira.
And another defensive rebound by Rodney Brondial.
He has 7 rebounds already in the game.
6 points on 1 of 4 shooting para kay Oftana so far. CJ gusto na rin makapag-ambag para sa San Miguel. Step back 3.
Very good rhythm right now. We're talking about San Miguel. Everybody's just clicking. A counter 9-0 run by the Beermen.
Kaya yung 11 kalamangan nila naging 20 na naman.
And look at his shot of Cruz. Miss. And fighting for that offensive rebound was Rodney Brondial. He missed the first one. Did not lose his sight on that offensive rebound once again. Getting multiple shots to make a basket. Finally nails one. And such a spectacular game we're seeing itong San Miguel Beer.
Ng bata hindi makasagot. Game 1, 36 points lang. In the first half ang San Miguel, 53 yung TNT. Ngayon may 53 na ang SMB.
And another aspect that is really the domain of San Miguel in tonight's game, rebounding. Yeah. They're out-rebounded, Doc, in Game 1, 55-42. Yes, but in tonight's game, grabe rebounding ng San Miguel, 27-12.
Oftana loses control. Yung ba yung tinatawag na napatid sa linya? There was defenders around him pero wala namang nakadikit ng todo.
You cannot fault his effort. You know that he's aggressive, trying to get to the rim or at least get fouled. But kontra sa Wisho wala sa timing yung atake ni Oftana kaya nagto-turnover siya dito sa laban natin ngayon.
30-second timeout gagamitin ni Coach Leo. 29.8 natitira sa ating first half, Dr. J. Sandaling-sandali, binalik ng SMB sa 20 yung abante nila.
Yeah, well, they were able to come up with good defensive stops. Itong 30-second timeout, you probably want to throw in from the backcourt so you have 24 seconds. Kasi pag nag-throw in ka doon, bibigyan mo ng buo yung TNT, di ba? Wala nang ganun, di ba? Dito,
last 2 minutes
last 2 minutes lang. Okay. Now, ang importante rito is you try to get a good shot and use the clock as much as possible. You also remind your players, pag nagmintis man tayo, huwag tayong pa-foul kasi penalty tayo. These are the times when coaches talk to their players and remind them of every situation on the floor.
Ito yung ginawa ni Rodman ng Game 1. Ngayon may 6.7 rebounds na siya. Mas Rodman yan, mga numero yan.
Naka-rebound pa ulit ang defensive. Walo na yun Walo na yun.
Part of getting shots to the point of Dr. J, you have to get good shots so that Rodney Brundial will be in position to get offensive rebounds. So make him get a good position wherein he's close to the basket or inside the shaded area para magkaroon siya ng chance ang makarebound. Hindi pwedeng pababa pa lang siya, titira na kayo. Walang offensive rebounding firepower. Ipapakita itong manlalarong ito.
Buti na lang talaga, nandito si Dr. J. Mas mabilis sa live stats si Doc. 8 rebounds na nga si Rodney. Meron pa yatang goaltending na nakita kanina. Ito, yung huling atake. So it's gonna be 55-33.
Tama. So tama yun. Buti may review mechanism tayo dito sa PBA. Kanina, naging contentious yung laban ng Philadelphia. Di ba? Dahil nga versus Houston. Dahil hindi tinawagan ng goaltending si Kevin Durant.
Atake ni Max yun, ano?
Correct.
Back to the largest lead of the game now, 55-33. CJ gustong dagdagan yan. Heading in front. CJ bounces over to Jericho. Sangkahon, abante ng San Miguel.
May foul pa yata
Meron pa, Doc. So mabibigyan pa ng bonus free throw itong si Jericho Cruz. And you talk about San Miguel's firepower. Their engine is humming right now. This is where they're most dangerous. When they are shooting and also when they are passing. That extra pass enabled Jericho Cruz to shoot plus a foul.
Malakas.
That will be assist number 10 now para dito sa San Miguel.
Goy! Muntik na nag-traveling.
Brandon misses. And that'll do it. Sak ace abante ng San Miguel at talking Coach RG.
Well, unang-una dyan, bigyan natin ng flowers itong depensa ng San Miguel, limiting TNT to just 33 points.
How about Wami Chongson in only his 4th start of the Philippine Cup? Splendid performance para sa kanya in 13 minutes. May 9 points na. Siya ang ating Babad player of the half. Hatid sa atin ang Devon. Enjoy unforgettable TV Babad moments with your family only with Devon.
He came ready, only scored 5 points in Game 1 and now he has a total of 9 and more importantly, San Miguel up by 24.
1, 2, 3. It is Game 2 of ating race to Golden Glory Final Lap. Nandito tayo sa Henares Center, Antipolo, kung saan agad na lumiyab ang San Miguel. And they also limited TNT's offense. Kaya 24 ang kanilang lamang after the first half, 57-33. Sana ay magkita-kita tayo sa ating mga susunod na laro. Tignan po natin ang ating venues dyan. Game 3 will be in SM Mall of Asia Arena. Sa linggo po yan, January 25. Game 4 also in the MOA Arena on Wednesday. And if necessary, Game 5 will be in Henares Antipolo on Friday. Game 6, MOA Arena. Feb 1 po yan, linggo. At ang Game 7, MOA Arena muli. Game 7 po yan, Feb 4. At bago natin tunghayan at tignan kung ano nga ba ang mga adjustments ng dalawang koponan in the second half, balikan natin ang mga nangyari sa ating Game 1.
Ngayong gabi, magsisimula na ang kauna-unahang finals natin in the historic 50th season of the Philippine Basketball Association.
Muling maghaharap ang dalawa sa pinakamatatag na koponan dito sa pambansang liga.
The rest of the league. In this race of 12 scorching squads, now only 2 remain.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the United Center in Antipolo for the finals game number 1 in the race to Golden Glory. This is the final lap.
Ito po ay battle between opposing flagship franchises. You've got San Miguel Beermen on one end and TNT on the other. This is the third time both these teams are dueling in a Philippine Cup Finals. A three from Mo. Finds the mark.
Here's Simon Enciso. Enciso with the biggest sidestep in the basket. But Simon Enciso is putting on a show against his former team.
Galinato Jr. Another basket para sa kanya. Will try again. Oh, again. This time for Era.
Jumar Fajardo dumped inside, waited for the contact, and pulled up for the shot.
Kelly for three. Oh, yes! Oh, yes! The big stuff will against Jumar Fajardo. And what a masterful first half para sa TNT Tropang 5G coach.
Yeah, both ends of the floor, TNT is playing very well, both defensively and offensively. That's why they're up 53-36.
48 minutes. 1-0 for the 5G. But they're undersized underneath. Heat check doesn't go, but look at Henry Galinato. Powering up. Basket is good, meron pang foul. And Galinato Jr. a chance for the three-point play opportunity, and TNT's running away right now.
You know, it's a 14-0 run. It was 5-4 with TNT. Now it's all of a sudden 19-4 and a three-point play in the opening.
Bouncing inside to Halalo, will kick it to the other side. Kobunti na atake. Sabay balik kay Gio. 2 to shoot. Halalo needs to put it up. Oh, he stepped through and is able to hit it off the glass.
I wonder if they'll check that. Because obviously, nice.
Ronaldo right now. 2 minutes and 4 remaining. First quarter pa lamang po ito. Kaya mahabang basketballan pa. Pero yan na naman. Foul counted. He just came into the game, Doc, and immediately may impact na agad si Stingray.
And what a great.
See if he can help out. Passes inside to Bates. Can he finish? Chupal-pal ni Eram. Four-point lead again para sa TNT. Cancino, pull-up. Contact and a basket.
Ito off the bench rin ito.
And I think Jordan...
Not in time though.
Kevin Ferrer setting the screen, wanted it back, but Jordan attacked instead. And he wants to get 3 back. You get 3 on me, I'll take it right back.
Binagsak mo. And now,
Rios is down.
Si Rios naman ang nasaktan. And this looks bad. This one is not, hindi katulad ng nangyari doon. Ito sa knees, sa legs.
Here goes to Black. Black, the bounce. Quinto to the trailer. Cancino, hands in the air. He dipped that ball down to give his team the lead.
Yeah, you know. But kasama ni Black itong si Cancino, ibang laro nila eh.
Yeah, they might be a tandem to record.
Trying to shoot a 3-point shot.
Cancino will attack heading. Sidestep.
He's fouled.
Oh, it goes! Yeah, 3-point play opportunity para kay CJ.
And one.
That was a quick burst of points mula sa Meralco, Doc.
Alisin na si Inciso. He took 3 3-point shots instead of being the point guard.
Looks around. Long toss to Cadili. Jericho gallops. Cuts up the inside, scores. May foul. Nasumikat dahil kay Jericho Rosales. Ako maraming tawa ko kay Magu at kay Coach Archie. Pumasok si Jericho, tapos pumasok si Rosales. Sabi ni Magu, ako ito na, problema tayo. 8.5 remaining, San Miguel has a 10-point lead. Autua bulldozes his way through, but it's pocket by Rosario. He will go up again, no. Rebound, loose. Abarrientos takes it away, and Autua hits the floor. 14. Here's Cook. Torres trying to give a big pick. Left-handed layup by Scotty Thompson.
Scotty Thompson with 18 points.
Autua. Parang ginagawa na yan, Ginebra pabalang. Jumar bothered from behind. Scotty drops to the deck. Managed to get it over to Gray.
Oh, look at that block. Scotty Thompson.
It's not on their side, actually. RJ popping out. Cool trying to provide the screen.
Just switching there.
4 seconds on the shot clock. 3 if it goes. Yes.
What a big three-point shot by RJ Abarrientos. Switched on the defense. Saw that it was Troyano on him. Had enough space, knocked down that three.
Junmar having trouble with Japet here. Jericho dives in, bounces to Dawn.
And what a connection between these two players.
The defense was actually focused on Junmar Fajardo. A lot of ball denials, but breaking the defense was Jericho Cruz.
So yung inihiling ni Coach Tim na under 20 dapat ang SMB. On track sila. As RJ goes all the way.
Great ball fake and ball control by RJ Barrientos.
RJ, 20 seconds remaining in the third. RJ up, under, step, binagsak pa kay Torres yun.
What a creative basket by RJ Barrientos, meaning he was the one who dished off to his open teammate na si Torres.
Troliano on the move. Pulls the trigger. Binawi yung tres.
Oh, exceptional performance by Don Troliano once again. He's really looking for his shots. He's not looking at Junmar Fajardo at this point. He trusts his shot and it's not failing him.
Looking more and more like a rematch between TNT and SMB. They might be one basket away again. Troliano all the way. He has got 23.
Grabe talaga si Don Troliano. Yun ang hindi nahanapan ng sagot ng defenders ng Barangay Ginebra.
Nung game number 1, ang TNT lamang 53-36 at that was a 17-point lead. Dito sa game 2, San Miguel doing even better than what TNT did. 57-33, 24 ang abante ng mga magseserbesa as they try and tie up this race to 4. Katabi pa rin natin, Dr. J. Andiawa at the end. Coach Ryan Gregorio, ang hometown hero dito sa Antipolo sa gitna. Coach RG, itong TNT really lackluster, 33 points at the half.
Grabe talaga. But you have to give credit dun sa depensa ng San Miguel. Kitang-kita natin, they were contesting shots, they were fighting for loose balls, disrupting the offense of TNT. All 24 minutes of the first half. Ito ang naging resulta. Only 25% from the field for TNT, 8 out of 31. Very impressive shooting for San Miguel, 55%. Rebounding, dominated by TNT in Game 1. Pero ngayon, mahigit sa doble, 28-13, which resulted to 8 second chance points for San Miguel, 0 for TNT, and points in the paint. We've been talking about the two giants, Mo Tautua, pati na rin itong si Junmar Fajardo. They are just owning the paint. And also, Rodney Brundial. Kaya lamang na lamang ang San Miguel dyan sa kategoryang yan.
Yung Fajardo may 9 rebounds, yung Brundial merong 8. Pero leading them in scoring is Don Troliano, Dr. J, with 12 points.
Yeah, and you know, nag-pick up na rin yung mga ibang di dati umi-score like Chongson by starting certainly contributed to the uprising of San Miguel immediately at the start of the ball game. Tapos si Lassiter, ang balik niya sa second quarter, mabigat. 8 points, including 1 4-point shot.
At ang wala pa dyan sa leading scorer sa San Miguel, yung Brundial, 6 points na. Pero may 8 rebound, Doc.
Yeah.
Pakabigat na performance para dito.
Double up nila nga yung rebounding.
San Miguel has been doing a good job limiting TNT's field goal efficiency and also controlling the tempo. What adjustments need to be made here in order to get your key players going in the second half?
First and foremost, it's our concentration and energy. Just by the body language alone, we already seem defeated at the start. And the numbers say it as well. They more than doubled our rebounding. They have a lot of points from offensive rebounds and fast breaks. So it's a lot of energy first, because without our energy and focus, no matter what game plan we apply, it won't work. So it has to start there.
Thank you so much, Coach Josh. Gentlemen, balik sa inyo.
So according to Coach Josh, parang they're not happy with the effort rendered by their players. You know that Tropang 5G just came off a victory, a rousing one in Game 1. So they felt like probably just merely showing up is enough to win against San Miguel. But it's not. That is not the case. You know, this team plays with so much pride. And that is what they're doing here in the first 2 quarters of play.
And if history dictates, Dr. J, pinakita na natin kanina, no? Nung huling 4 na beses nagkita nga ang San Miguel at ang TNT sa finals, starting in 2017 all the way to the last Philippine Cup, palagi nakakauna TNT Game 1. Pero kalaunan, in all 4 of those meetings, San Miguel pa rin ang nagkakampiyon.
And I think wala yata nakaka-2-0 dun eh. Parating 1-1 after game number 2. But the point is, ball game is far from over. Depende lang, like you said, 11 turnovers ang parehong kuponan. But San Miguel has 5 steals compared to only 1 para sa TNT, no?
Here we go, third quarter now underway. Ang mga nakapula ng San Miguel will have Wami Chongson, CJ Perez, Marshall Lassiter, Mo Tautua, and Junmar Faro. That's the same starting unit. Sa kabila may adjustment. Gio Halalon is part of the starting 5, as well as Jordan Heading. Sasamahan nila itong sina Brandon Ganuelas-Rosser, Kelly Williams, and Calvin Oftana. Halalon came off the bench in the first half. Did not see action in game 1, as Coach RG pointed out. Kelly Williams will get the scoop to stick.
A very good start here for TNT. They forced a stop on defense and they were able to make a basket dun sa kanilang opensa, courtesy of that drive by Kelly against Junmar Fajardo.
Junmar drops it off. Tautua could not handle it. Last touch daw si Rosser.
The one thing that I noticed at TNT, even in game number 1, when they do pressure after a converted baskets, they force San Miguel into a lot of problems bringing up the ball.
CJ, limited minutes in the first half because of foul trouble. Gives it up to Mo. Tautua misses. Rosser reaches for it. Halalon will push the action. Gio in attack mode. Rifles it over. Rosser to a backdoor cutting off Tana. Back over to Brandon. Nice sidestep by Rosser, and he is fouled by Lassiter.
Very impressive move for a big man, eluding the last line defender by doing that Euro step. Itong si Brandon Ganuelas-Rosser. So again, for Tropang 5G, they have to increase their effort on defense. They've done that here at the start of the third quarter. 2 consecutive stops for them. Let us see if they continue to score 3 straight baskets here for TNT.
And expect if this guy makes the free throw, that they will put backcourt pressure again.
So yung isang kahon, babawasan ng 4 in a matter of a minute and 11. At ayun na nga yung pressure na ina-expect nito. Lassiter na nagtawid. Ayaw nilang patanganin itong si Chongson dahil si Halalo ng pantay niya rito.
Exactly.
Tautua off the dribble. Mo loses control.
Wala sa control. Wala na sa si Tautua eh. Siya nang pipilit ng galing sa labas eh.
Williams off the secondary. Puts it on the deck. Kelly!
Pangatlong foul ni John Marion.
2 shots parating para kay Machine Gun. Silipin natin ang defensive stop na ito. Na of course, hatid pa rin sa atin ng Pioneer Elasto Seal. Selyado ang bubong anumang panahon.
At hindi nila patatagalin si Tautua sa loob ng court. Si Leo hindi papayag nun. 2 turnover na ginagawa niya dito. Tsaka pilit na tira.
At ito na nga si Rodman ang babalik para dito sa SMB. Rondial, usually a fixture in their starting unit this Philippine Cup. Pero ngayong finals nga, 2 straight na si Mo ang nagsisimula.
Pero ang gusto mo kay Brondial, coach, at saka Mago, role player siya and he accepts that. Hindi siya naghahanap o score. Kung nag-score siya, good. Di ba? Pero talaga sa kanya, victory ang hinahanap niya, hindi personal statistics. And there's the pressure again. They do that very well.
Bonus lang sapat na, no? Dito kay Brondial. Whatever it takes. Para dito sa number 91 ng San Miguel. Marshall trying to break free. They go to Junmar. Baseline pull-up. Good.
And finally, better execution on offense. They did not panic. They went to Junmar Fajardo, and it's almost automatic from that range.
Fajardo now with a total of 9 points. Brandon Rosser with a throwdown.
So yung aggressiveness na hinahanap ni assistant coach Josh Reyes, nakikita natin dito sa TNT sa panimula ng third quarter. Only 2 points so far for the Beermen.
Chongson will reset now. It is going to be CJ and Junmar playing that 2-man game. Junmar against Kelly. To the other side they go. 6 to shoot. Wami saw the opening. Junmar couldn't handle the board.
6 consecutive offensive sets for San Miguel. 5 were foiled by the defensive TNT, which is resulting to easy baskets. This time, a slam dunk from BGR.
Halalon will locate heading. 12 puntos nga para kay Jordan. Kelly for 3. Doesn't work.
Oh, that looked good when it left his hands.
Rondel now with 9 rebounds. 59-40 is the score. Williams with a steal. Gio will push the pace. Oftana lilipad. And Coach Leo is not happy right now, Coach RG and Doc J.
And the timeout has to be called because napakasama ng execution itong San Miguel. And look at TNT taking advantage of their quickness and using its left hand for that layup. The lead is down to 17.
PBA Rush and Signal, World Balance, Daily Fantasy, our marketing partner,
Ang pinakamalaking concern ng SMB at the half that is relevant now with how the third quarter played out ay ang kanilang turnovers, according to Assistant Coach Peter Martin. Nagulat sila sa pressure defense ng TNT, kaya executing despite this was and still is the priority. Sa kabila naman ng 3 personal fouls ni CJ, they appreciated how he still came out with the assist. 3 ang kanyang naitala in the first half. So they will still use him normally, but the ask from CJ is to keep sharing the ball and finding opportunities for his teammates. Gentlemen.
In 3 minutes and change, nakadalawang turnover kagad ang San Miguel. Wala ang TNT. Kaya naman ang tropang 5G now on a 9-2 run, Dr. J.
Alam mo, pag hindi ka makashoot talaga sa malalayo, kailangan talaga maka-layup ka or get to the basket or have a 3-on-2, 4-on-3 situation. And you create that by creating havoc. You know, there's a problem with them. Without Jericho Cruz and Trojano on the floor, pag nag-play small ang TNT, mas malakas sila kaysa San Miguel. And they have the people that can really put pressure. San Miguel does not have the players that can fight the pressure when those guys are seated down. Look at that. Look at that.
Another turnover. That's the third one for San Miguel.
Kita-kita ang nangyayari eh.
Heading for 3. No! Alam mo ang problema ng TNT, for a team that averages 13 3-point makes a game, nakakaapat pa lang sila.
Yeah. Talagang na-depensahan din talaga ng San Miguel, lalong-lalo na yung mga 3-point shooters ng TNT, particularly itong si Calvin Oftana at pati si Kelly Williams. Kelly Williams had 1-3 in their previous game. And another thing is, ito namang San Miguel, which is the point of Dr. J, they forced or they allowed itong si Marshall Lassiter to bring the ball down against the pressure of Oftana. Hindi naman sanay mag-dribble si Lassiter ng ganung kalayo.
And look at that, they made the changes from 1 to 3. Point guard, shooting guard, and small forward.
Pumasok sina Jericho, Ross, and Trojano. Sasabayan, etong si Junmar.
Pang-apat na foul ni Junmar yan.
Oo nga. Yun ang malaking tago.
Oh yes, such a huge development right now for Coach Leo Austria. Let's see what he will do. So far, no movement yet.
Gusto niyang palitan pero ayaw ni Junmar magpapalit. Sumenyas, okay ako.
O sino masusunod?
Siyempre si Junmar. Hindi, nagbibiro lang ako.
Hindi kasi yung momentum.
Hindi, siyempre as a coach, he gives a lot of respect to Junmar.
Oh yes.
At saka nasunod naman, di pinalitan doon.
Parang sinasabi ni Junmar, Coach, alam ko 4 ang foul ko.
Ako na mag-a-adjust.
Alagaan ko na lang sarili ko.
And most of the fouls attributed to Junmar, yung running start itong si Kelly Williams from the top of the key. So, iiwas lang siya ron. Opo, protektahan yung kanan ni Kelly Williams.
Kaya na naman yung pressure.
11-2 third quarter na to para sa TNT. Kaya bumaba sa 15 ang kanilang hinahabol. Uh-oh! Turnover again para sa San Miguel.
And I've counted like 9 offensive possessions here for San Miguel. A lot of misses and a lot of turnovers, Doc.
Natataranta na sila.
Yun na nga.
Natataranta na. Yun rin ang problema mo kung wala kang magaling na point guard that can fight all of those pressures.
Halalon trying to take on Ross. Oftan has been quiet. They go to machine gun. Masyadong malalim na lunod si Kelly doon.
Yeah. Sayang yun for Kelly. He had gotten by Junmar. And he could have almost fished for a big foul.
Umiwas na si Junmar but true enough, kinover yung kanan ni Kelly. Pumuntang kaliwa, wala masyadong elevation.
Ross against Halalon. Gio got a fingertip on it. Ross having fits. Double team sumaguba sa kanya. Jericho down the gut of the defense. Huli ni Kelly. Don Troliano will bail out the San Miguel Beermen.
And that is just a big-time basket by Don Troliano to silence TNT a little bit. That was a booming three to increase their lead to 18.
Halalon being given that space. Kelly for three.
Yes.
Ni machine gun sa kabilang dulo.
Finally. And he's very happy that he made that shot.
He's getting into a good rhythm right now, just consistently attacking the defense of JMF. Another TO.
Na-dribble sa paadok.
Yeah. What a third quarter start for TNT. They know they have to make the comeback early. Kundi, pwede na sila matulog, di ba? They're doing it right at the right time.
Halalon on the run. Nilua. Brondiel now with 10 rebounds. That's going to be a foul on Gio.
Ang galing ni Ross, sinisiguro na pumito referee. Alam nila, they want to get Gio Halalon out of the game. No, they do.
Correct.
Pag napaupo mo yan, parang ka nabunutan ng tinig.
There's nobody on that team that can do what he's doing.
He hustles, he plays defense. And look at him hound Chris Ross.
Inside to Junmar, batted away by the big men. Was that Kelly? Was that Brandon? Doesn't matter, because now it is heading at the other end.
And it's all starting because of the pressure defense of TNT. Yeah. Even the entry passes inside are now anticipated by TNT's defense.
Big response coming from Jericho. But look at TNT, push it the other way. Brandon Rosser.
And a foul there by Brondiel.
Oh, the pace is so different here in the third quarter. Miss or made. The mentality of Tropang 5G is just to push the ball. After that layup of Cruz, quick inbound and attack right away.
And you've got the perfect man at the helm, Gio Halalon. He'll hound anybody with the ball on one end, and he can push it the other way.
They can use Enciso, but he does not give what Gio Halalon does. The toughness of Gio Halalon on the pressure defense.
Eram
coming in for Kelly siguro.
Si Kelly pinalitan, tapos si Galinato mag-aantay dahil malamang si Rosser ang pagpapahingahin.
Pagod na rin si Kelly, kakabunggol kay Junmar. Junmar has been held scoreless here. No?
Brandon Rosser now with 9 points to go along with 4 rebounds. More importantly, binaba niya sa 13 inahabol ng Tropang 5G.
And solid first 6 minutes for Tropang 5G. Kitang-kita natin, nakabalik na sila sa laban natin ngayon.
Largest lead was 24 at the half po yun. Junmar loses it. Halalon with a takeaway. Gio to Brandon. Back to the other side. Oftana for 3.
Yeah.
Sensational fight back by Tropang 5G. It's starting on the defensive end, and now they're finding themselves open for a three-pointer.
Down by as many as 24 at the break, Dr. J. TNT just teeing off on San Miguel here. 21 puntos na sila sa third while holding San Miguel to only 5 points so far this frame.
Oh, huge turnaround here in the third quarter. Look at the points this quarter for TNT. 21 points for them and only 7 for San Miguel. And not only that, you know that San Miguel likes to get the ball in the hands of Junmar Fajardo in dire straits. But it has been a scouted option for them. Mabilis yung double team, mabilis si Gio Halalon in trying to help out. And not only that, yung bang pressure defense, that is the biggest game changer here para ng Tropang 5G, and that is why they're back in the game.
Yeah. One thing that they also moved away from, dahil apat ang fouls ni Junmar so mahirap gamitin siya as a screener Baka matawagan na illegal screen, papunta ng 5. But they should stop going to him at the post unless he's not double teamed. They should use him on a screen and roll type of motion play.
Trollano got it across. Hindi makapik ng maayos si Prondial. They go to Ross. Junmar down low again. Ayan na yung double team. He goes back to Chris.
That's a foul. Tatawagan na yan And that's exactly what they're hoping for. They've been praying for that. Dahil gusto nila matanggal talaga si Gio dyan sa loob ng court.
Kaya umaatake si Chris Ross. Just get Gio Halalon in foul trouble. But quicker on that rotation right now, especially dun sa big man rotation si Coach Chot Reyes. Maaga pinagpahinga si Kelly Canila, pumasok si Eram ngayon naman. Papalik sa Galinato. Relatively fresh si Galinato in this game. Points off the turnovers. This quarter, 10-0 advantage TNT.
Trollano lost his dribble. He goes to the other side. Ross lines it up. Punches it through.
Malaki yun. That's big. That's really big.
This guy is just so cool and is not afraid to take shots from the outside, and finally buries one from deep.
Heading Bebuelo. Galinato with a pick. They go to the other corner. Halalon trying to get around Ross. Halalon spins away. Huli ni Abay. Cruz puts it up. It is Junmar. Lalabas kay Don. Prondial again with the board. Jericho Bebuelo, 6 to shoot. 4:20 remaining in the third. Cruz puts it up. Mo! Junmar with it. Clean up his skirt!
In the first half, we saw domination of the glass for San Miguel. And this is exactly what they're doing right now in the third quarter. Another putback by JMF.
5-0 counter by SMB. Halalon misses. It is picked up by Trollano.
Well, 2 outside shots by Halalon here, not really doing them well, no? When they've been so, so good. Another one.
Nope. Galinato with the board. San Miguel asking for a travel. Oftana trying to calm down TNT. Galinato with it. Bibigay kay heading. Wide open. No!
Pagod na rin si Heading Siya nag-pressure from the start of the third quarter. Nandiyan pa rin siya.
Look at Galinato and Junmar battle for position. That's going to be a foul on Henry. Pangatlong team foul yan para sa TNT.
A lot of contact. Even Jericho Cruz arguing na dapat natawagan ng foul si Poy Eram doon.
They'll bring back Enciso, another guy that can put a lot of pressure in the backcourt. At saka papahingin na rin si Gio dahil tumira ng 2 outside
He was taking wild shots long.
Cruz in motion. Dumps it inside. Junmar to Rodney. Hindi na angguluhan sa pagkakataon na yan. Nampatak is back on. Oftana going to work.
Ayaw.
Ayaw talaga ng mga tres ngayong gabi para dito sa TNT. And with 2:56 remaining in this third quarter, everybody's gonna need this breather. San Miguel doing enough to stay ahead. 15 pa rin ang abante ng Beermen, 69-54. us inside the Inares Center in Antipolo kung saan ang San Miguel has weathered this third quarter storm cooked up by TNT. Balik sa 15 ang abante ng Beermen, 69-54. That after, it was cut to 10. Coach Ryan Gregorio and Dr. J. Andiao ang ating mga kakwentuhan with Miss Bel Gregorio patrolling the sidelines para dito sa RPTV. What an eventful third quarter we have witnessed already.
Oh, remarkable effort by TNT at the start of the third quarter. But to your point, tama eh. Itong San Miguel, they were able to weather the storm. That three-pointer by Chris Ross was a big one for them just to maintain a certain separation. But hindi pa, masyadong malayo pa ito. 2:56 pa. Dito natitira sa third quarter and the entire 12 minutes of the fourth quarter for TNT to launch a comeback.
Dr. J, ang San Miguel shooting 5 of 14 from that three-point line. TNT on the other hand, mas marami ng isa. 6 pero 23 attempts yan, 26% lang. Again, ang average nila per game throughout the elims, 13 makes per game.
Mababa nga eh. Pero at least ang San Miguel naman may isang 4-point shot eh. And look at that pressure when they trap you at the corners.
Pati si Tita Bot na pressure, umiwas.
Hindi, magaling umiwas yan talaga.
Umiwas, ang galing eh.
No araw pa yan, nag-iwas kami ng iwas dyan.
Tumatams up sa'yo, Doc. Of course, the legendary Tita Bot Abuan, ang ating floor director ngayong Game 2. Nice backdoor cut by Ray.
Good execution once again. This time, great read by Galinato on that backdoor cut by Ray Nambata. Down to 13 is the lead of San Miguel.
Ang problema pa ng San Miguel, Junmar has 4 fouls. Yes, only 2 points in this quarter. Pero hindi nila maalis eh.
Ross naipit.
May swerte siya because it could have easily been close to a traveling situation for Ross.
Instead, nakadilihensya ng foul itong si Chris. 69-56. It is still San Miguel by 13.
Mabigat yung tandem talaga ni Kelly at saka ni ano together. Kelly and VGR. And Ross missing that first free throw.
Pagkasabay yung Kelly at yung Brandon, it does wonders for TNT as we get this report from Bell.
Bakit nawawala kayo? Yan ang naging tanong ni Coach Leo sa dami ng kanilang turnovers dito sa third quarter. Better screens and special mention dyan kay Rodney Bronial ang nabanggit sa kanilang huddle. Meron ring emphasis mula kay Coach Leo na kapag dinodoble sila, you have to show up. Kailangan yung magpakita. Pagtatanggap kayo ng bola, kailangan mabilis kayo but also very deliberate. Gentlemen.
Si Bronial hurt himself here.
Natawagan na siya ng violation. After getting it, natapilok pa. And he's so important to them right now.
Lalo na, sinasabi nga ni Miss Bell, hinahanap ni Coach Leo yung focus ng SMB. Bronial is one of those guys who can inspire the rest of the squad.
Yeah. One thing that is going Bronial's way is he's really not looking for his shots. He's not demanding the ball. He's just letting his teammates get shots off and he will go for offensive rebounds. But this is going to be a huge development. Yeah. Look at him, Rodney Bronial.
Nasa loob na nga.
Let's see. Ayun, ako, yung kanang ankle niya.
Ouch! Aray ko. Pero maliwanag na di pa nabibitawan yung free throw. Nasa loob na siya. Nauna na.
Well, in the way that Tautua played the start of this quarter, we might not be so happy in bringing him on right now. They can use a guy like Calma, though. Kasi yan, nakakatulong yan. He's also a role type of player.
Tsaka may gigil yung batang yan, yeah. No?
May believe rin sa kanya sarili. Just like Davido Binebra,
yes,
who plays very well. Yeah. Tignan natin kung may, may problema dito dahil hindi nakaalis kagad si Bronial. He stayed there quite a while on the floor.
Medyo yung pitik nung paa malayo.
It was really a bad ankle sprain, di ba? Kita natin yun eh. Kaya up to now, he is wincing in pain. And the adjustment of Coach Leo Austria is to bring in initially si Mo Tautua, pero nagtanggal din ng warmer itong si Andres Cahilig.
Yeah. Baka pati si Junmar pagpahingayin. Tignan natin. It was a good breather for everybody though. With 2:08 remaining in the third. tinitignan ng mga ref kung meron pang ibang nangyari doon bukod sa lane violation. Meron bang tumulak? Meron bang sisilipin pa sila? Lahat ng anggulong posible, sinisilip, Dok.
Baka linagay mo yung paa mo doon, kaya nga napapilok.
Landing spot din yon of a rebounding situation.
And actually, Junmar cherishes that because napapahinga siya. Although baka palitan nga siya. Coach Chot, malalim ang iniisip. Third quarter pa lamang tayo. Medyo matagal lang pinag-review yun bago nagkaroon ng desisyon dito.
Pakinggan natin.
Ladies and gentlemen, after their the criteria for an act of unsportsmanlike behavior was not met, ball possession goes to the TNT Tropang 5G.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything unsportsmanlike there.
So it is just play on.
Sinilip lang, para makasigurado.
Tama, kung may nag-iwan ba ng paa, but after a series of replays from different camera angles, walang nakitang medyo suspicious doon. Kaya balik lang ang bola dito sa Tropang 5G. But what is significant here is the run of TNT, 23-12. So they've chopped off yung 9-point lead or 9 points off the 24-point advantage of San Miguel.
Off time launches. Malamig pa rin ang shooting para dito kay Calvin. Tautua and Kahilig are together in the front court. Kalaban sina Eram and Rosser. Pasa ba yun?
Pasa. Assist.
Parang pasa yun, no?
Assist.
Sakto.
Sinasabi ni CJ, assist yun.
Assist yun. Correct. Pero gusto rin naman ni Troliano, may rebound na siya, may puntos pa.
Yun. 71-56. San Miguel by 15. Eram, ay, hindi naman ready si Octana. So again, San Miguel starting to weather that TNT storm. Troliano was on a fishing expedition there, Coach RG.
Yeah, yan ang delay siya, ang tawag natin.
And this is actually the problem when you try to climb back from a big hole and then you exert a lot of energy. At some point, mapapagod ka talaga eh. So, I think it is safe to say na medyo na-weather ng San Miguel yung storm ng TNT and now they're more composed in their attacks.
Kaya palaging, pagka may ganitong sitwasyon, naalala ko palagi yung quote ni Michael Schumacher. It's one thing to catch him, but it's another to pass him.
Sabi mo.
Sige, habol ka, pero tsaka lang.
Lalo na si Charlie, medyo horse racing siya ngayon eh. Walang kabayong hindi no tumitigil ang remate. Ang tawag nila doon. You will stop somewhere along the line if you have to come from all the way back.
73-56 ang nasa ating talaan. Coming up on a minute remaining in the third. Nambatak on the move. Step back on CJ. Stingray!
Nice shot.
Buries the three!
Meron pa. Mabigat na tira yun.
Matagal pa ito. It's a long way to go. You have the third quarter.
That's an offensive foul.
Pang-apat.
Sapul sa panga. Sinambata. And CJ knew it too.
Yeah, he initiated the contact. Tapos nung medyo malakas ang kanyang he was trying to get open, parang sana wag akong tawagan. Parang ganun yung naging reaction niya. Here, he was trying to get open. Ayan oh, parang oh no! But that will be his fourth personal foul.
Naramdaman ko dito eh. Sa harap natin, naramdaman ko yung tama sa panga eh. Pati yung pagsara ng ngipin eh. Uy, pwedeng bumaba sa 12, 11 o gisto bago matapos ang third. Nambata puts it up. 2 shots parating para kay Stingray.
You know, he has tried using Kahilig here. But Kahilig is a good post defender as well as more of the interior. If they use him and he has to guard a guy like Nambata, he's going to have a lot of problems. He cannot follow him. And they're in penalty.
And that is how intelligent Ray Nambatak is. Knowing exactly who he is facing or who is trying to guard him. He is attacking him from the outside. There is no way, to your point, Dr. J, that Kahilig can keep in step with the quickness of Nambatak if it's going downhill.
Yeah. And that allowed them actually a 2-for-1 situation here.
Mabasa kalahating kahon. Abante rito ng SMB. Si Tautua na naman.
Buti na lang na si pa ang tawag ni referee doon. against Kelly Williams. Kung hindi, almost another interception.
Seems like what they want is, or at least the defensive TNT, is get the ball in the hands of Tautua and let Tautua make a decision off the dribble.
CJ has been slowed down by fouls all night long. He stays on the floor, looking to score. CJ dives in, pinali pa. Mo Tautua will clean it up.
And that is what he does so well. Off the ball, offensive rebound, clean the glass, score on a putback.
75-61, San Miguel losing 10 of their halftime lead. Pero medyo konting breathing room yan. Heading into the fourth, up by 14. Don Troyano, who shot 1 of 7 back in game 1, now has made 5 of 7. 19 points in total para kay Don, and they've needed every single one of it, Coach RG.
Oh yes, and that is why they're comfortably on top by 14 thanks to the exploits of this guy. Only 4 points in the previous game, and now huge detonation for the Dawn.
Bago natin buksan ang ating fourth and final quarter ng Game 2, silipin muna natin paano nga managing 75-61 ang ating score with San Miguel still up by 14. It is the perimeter shooting ng SMB. +8 sila. Alam naman nating main weapon ng TNT ang 3-point shooting at perimeter scoring nila. So far, inaalat pa ang tropang 5G. Points in the paint, inside scoring, kung ano pa itawag mo dyan, paano mo ididiin? San Miguel din ang nananaig, +14 sila. 32-18 so far para dito sa magsiserbesa. How about Rodney Brondial? With everybody else taking care of the scoring, he has been doing the dirty work underneath. Only 6 points, pero 12 rebound na. 5 pa doon offensive. Napakabigat ng iniaambag ni Rodman Brondial, Coach RG.
Oh, sensational job by our production crew getting that summary and giving us a glimpse as to why San Miguel is up by 14 points. And there is another facet in this game that San Miguel is so used to in terms of dominating the rebounding end. 42-21 on rebounds. Offensive rebounds, 12-5. Advantage San Miguel. Second chance points. This is very telling, partner. 17 second chance points for San Miguel. 0 for TNT.
Leading scorer natin, 19 points para dito kay Don Troyano, backed up by the 11 mula kay Junmar and 10 mula naman kay Jericho Cruz. Ito si Wami Chongson, naka 9 points nung first half pa yun. 3-point shot delivered there, Coach RG, to open up the scoring in the fourth. Tautua, huli! Pero may braso na inabot din doon.
Foul will be called against Brandon Ganuelos Rosser, but look at his shot from 4 by Ray Nambata. Something that we've seen him do a couple of times here in this conference. And look at his challenge by BGR, pero natawagan lang siya ng foul.
Dahil sa 4 na yun, sinambatak na leading scorer ng TNT with 17. Heading scored 12 of his 14 in the first half. Na-slow down siya in that third. Backing them up is Calvin. They're gonna need a lot more mula kay Calvin.
The momentum has definitely shifted. TNT playing so much better in the second half, while San Miguel trying to continue to get a little separation. 50% of that trip for Big Mo.
Dr. J, we've got an 11-point game here early in the fourth.
Well, the defense of TNT certainly picked up here in the third and fourth quarter. That's the reason why they've been able to come back.
Ross with a swipe from behind.
What a
He
dive.
dives for it. CJ Totrollano. He's got Mo with him.
That was just a championship play there by Chris Ross, keeping that ball alive and completing that run was Mo Tautua on that close range shot.
That's going to be a kick from Mo. Kasama nina Ross at Mo, etong sina CJ Perez, Don Trollano at Andres Cahilig. Sa kabila sina Brandon Rosser, Ray Nambata, Glenn Cubuntin, who's been quiet tonight. Andiyan din si Calvin Oftana. At etong si Simon Enciso. Oftana makes a move, loses control. Trying to save it, runs into his own man. Nadulas dito kay Calvin.
Yeah, and he apologizes to his teammates. And we're going to see Gio Halalon come back to the ballgame.
Enciso ang papalitan dito ni Halalon. So for the first time, magsasabay sila ng Batak at Halalon. Let's see what that does sa kanilang pressure. CJ magtatawid para sa San Miguel. Gets it across safely kontra kay Stingray. Ross pointing to the other way. CJ pa rin. Slide down the middle si Mo. Nabitawan na naman itaw Tua. Kahilig hustles for it. Either Halalon o Rosser ang foul dyan.
Mukha si Rosser ang tinawagan. Bagsak naman si Kahilig.
Pangapat din yan para dito kay Rosser.
Yeah. Mabigat yun, because he's really been doing well at the power forward or center position for them.
Naka-turn ni Charlie ba? Si Kahilig. Parang natuhod sa binti ito. Na-Charlie horse. 13 abante ng San Miguel. It is Perez. Making his move over to Tautua. Kumakat si Kahilig. Perez launches it. He misses it. Halalon will tap it over to Oftana. Kahilig trying to catch up. Gobontin with a finger roll.
This is what they like. Quick-paced, fast break attack, and not waiting for the defense of San Miguel to set.
Yeah, I think that's the way to beat San Miguel. Even Ginebra tried that against San Miguel, trying to run on every possession that they had.
CJ again. Aurin ang bantay niya. Si Kim Aurin, our first time back since starting the game. He forces that miss, or contributes to the miss of CJ at least. Oftana will finally secure it, and he is hit on the face by Ross.
Dangerous yung ginawa ni Oftana. Kasi nasaktan si Oftana pero I saw a little motion there and Ross does not seem to appreciate what happened. Although hindi yata tinamaan
Hindi
si
tinamaan,
Ross.
yes.
Hindi tinamaan. Pero si Oftana ang natamaan actually pagsundot ni Ross.
Take another look at this.
Sinundot niya from behind yan
Si Kahilig
Si
yung tumama
Kahilig,
sa box.
yes. Kaya nagulat si Chris Ross, parang sa kanya nagalit.
Kasi siya naman ang
kasi
tumatating
sumundot
siya.
pa. Ayun.
Ayun.
Nakatakip na mukha ni Oftana.
Hindi niya alam kung sino nandun sa harap niya.
Now I want to see if the referees will interpret this one as elbow without contact. Because there was obviously a little bit of a swing. That good thing did not hit Chris Ross. This is a better angle. That's a foul, yes. That's a hit on the ice.
Sumundot ulit siya. Kung tumama yun, he would be ejected probably.
Oh, yes.
Likod ba ng ulo?
Buti na lang, hindi na tumama. Pero tingnan natin, nag-i-explain yung mga referees sa San Miguel.
Foul number 11, Dre Kahilig, his fourth. Technical foul on Calvin Oftana for excessive swinging of elbow.
You guys got it. An excessive swinging of the elbow merits a technical. Pero kung tumama yun, malamang pang thrown out. Hindi tumama. So technical lang yan.
Technical lang yan, yes.
I think that's the best interpretation of what happened.
And now it is going to be Trollano at the line for that technical free throw. And now even team manager Jojo Lastimosa has charged to the floor.
But Don Trollano was not able to take advantage and miss a technical free throw.
Kung ako talagang TNT, I would not feel happy because he was the one that was aggrieved all the way. Kaso meron siyang ginawa na hindi niya dapat ginawa. Buti na nga lang, hindi nga tumama.
Yes, that was obviously at the back of the head if it hit.
Miss Bell, ano balita?
Be wary of how the Beermen are securing their offensive rebounds because now they have the guards involved. Ito ang naging call to action ni Coach Chot sa kanilang huling huddle. Really more boxing out ang kanyang gustong makita and outrunning the Beermen on the other side. Nakakuha rin tayo ng update kay Rodney Bronial after he sprained his right ankle. Compression at anti-inflammatory meds ang ibinigay. Pero 8 of 10 daw ang pain kaya hindi pa raw tiyak according to PT Edward Bacason kung makakabalik pa si Bronial. Gentlemen.
Maraming salamat, Miss Bell. Malaking dagok yan sa San Miguel because Bronial has been playing solid basketball here in Game 2. Perez, 1 of 7 so far. Goes glass! He was shooting blanks, 1 of 7 before that.
I don't know if he called that play because he was a back shot.
And just a deadly combination. He is good and he's also lucky on that shot.
Halalon, naghahanap ng dadaanan. Bibigay kay Williams. Kelly's got 7 to work with. Big spin! Pero natapal ng ring. Perez sa kabila. 5-0 personal run para kay CJ.
Kelly again failing to launch properly, did not get the right elevation to shoot his layup. And what about the shot of CJ Perez? Shot clock winding down, could not elude the defense of Aurin, decided to take that shot, and he called the bank, and he made it.
Ito yung sa kabila, no? Pangalawang beses na nangyari kay
elevation
Kelly.
kulang.
Nabibitin. And CJ in his girl dad kicks will go on a 5-0 personal run to push their lead back up to 16. Every time mangangalampag ang tropang 5G, nakakagawa ng paraan ang SMB. Kaya naman matamis na 16 na naman ang kanilang abante rito, 83-67. TNT coming off their own timeout. They go to heading. He's had a slow section to him. Rosser from 15 feet. No. Junmar with the rebound.
That's a very important shot coming off a timeout with the momentum going to the other side again.
11 points, 14 rebounds now para dito kay JMF. CJ puts a set down. He scored the last 5. He goes to Abay. That's going to be a foul on Brandon Rosser.
Pangilan na yan? 4 na yata, no? O 5? 5 na.
5 fouls na dito kay BGR. It's always difficult to guard Junmar Fajardo, especially if he is on the move. So after setting that pick, he dove to the basket, got the leather, went for a shot, and now he nails the first one.
Junmar shooting 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 5 of 7 from the field. 12 puntos in total to go along with 14 rebounds. At nakipunas pa sa short
Yun ang
ni Marcio.
Yun ang best play nila, yung screen and roll for Junmar rather than posting up. Dahil yung posting up talagang pagtutulungan siya in there, forcing him to pass the ball.
Nambatak at the other end. It is San Miguel by 17. Stingray pull up, wala. Wide left.
Ross is hurt.
Chris Ross clutching onto that right arm.
Pinasampo siya ng bola. Look at him.
Huwag ka magulat pagka humawak ulit yan, baka tumira. CJ.
Kumpiyansa na. Now has a total of 10 points. And 8 happening here in the clutch fourth quarter.
That big yung 3-point shot, binigyan siya ng kumpiyansa na yan.
San Miguel erecting a 19-point lead once again. Sakto 7 minuto natitira para sa TNT. Nawala talaga yung rhythm na ni Jordan Heading.
Yeah, completely. Yeah. He just lost it.
Tautua down the middle. Aram with the board. Stingray getting his hands on it. It is go time para sa TNT. Aram for 3. That 3-point shot has definitely abandoned TNT here in Game 2.
Yeah, with 6.5 minutes to go, they only have 67 points on the board.
7 of 25 ang 3-point shooting ng TNT tonight.
And another thing is, yung mga players na umiscore sa kanila nung Game 1, absent in tonight's ball game. Itong si Aram, 6 points in the previous game, 0 in tonight's ball game. Even itong si Galinato, 12 points in Game 1. In tonight's game, 3 points pa lamang.
The 2026 NBA All-Star Weekend is coming live from the City of Angels. Catch the star-studded action from February 14, Valentine's, hanggang 16, live sa Pilipinas Live app, also available on NBA TV Philippines and One Sports. For the first time, in 22 years,
LeBron is
hindi mag-i-start si LeBron.
Hindi na boto.
Tama naman si Kevin Garnett Sinabi niya, pinapakiusap niya sa lahat, huwag niyo nang iboto si LeBron. Dahil last year na boto, ayaw naman maglaro, hindi naglaro.
Malamang nga, hindi pumunta yun. At saka iba format nila ngayong World versus in USA.
Ito, iniba format, Doc. CJ Perez, ang layo ng first half niya, nung napa-trouble siya, walang ka-rhythm. Ngayong fourth quarter, biglang bumomba.
Yeah.
At napakalaki at napaka-importante yung mga binitawan niyang tira para lang masigurado ng San Miguel na hindi talaga ma-break ng TNT yung 10-point barrier after the Beermen erected their biggest lead, which stood at 24 at 1 point. 7 points pala out of the 10 points. Si CJ Perez were scored here in the fourth quarter.
Mamaya may predict tayo, partner. Depende, you know, it obviously, if San Miguel can go on to win this ball game, you'll have a tied series. It will become a best of 5. But right now, I look at the game. TNT seems to have the formula to be able to play good defense against the Beermen. The Beermen naman have a lot of offensive sap on their team that they can overcome any defense, you know. So, it's really going to be a big, long series, Ayun, pang-lima na yata ni John Marion. And Kelly finally making, offensive pa.
Oo, may nasilip na offensive.
Sa weak side.
At si Aaron, sabi mo na, bokya na sa scoring. Yun lang ang kontribusyon, 6 na foul.
And sad development once again for Tropang 5G. because Poy Eram, who has not contributed offensively, will now sit on the bench and hit the showers early because of 6 fouls.
With just over 6 minutes to go here, when do you raise? Well, kanina may white flag na si Coach Shot. But when do you actually raise it and pull out your starters? Dahil, in 2 days time, nasa MOA naman tayo.
Tama yan. Ano pa siguro? Another 1 or 2 minutes? 21 na ulit ito eh.
Kasi iba diskarte pag series eh, di ba?
Actually, si Kelly lang ang papalitan mo, pati na rin itong si Calvin Oftana.
Ayun na nga. Naghahanap na ng mga pang-sub si Coach Chot.
Hindi, pero si BGR binalik pa eh. Ganda naman ng move na yun.
CJ making up for lost time. Uh-oh! Ganda ng passing ng SMB!
That might be it. A 23-point advantage for San Miguel.
Finish.
And the scoring of TNT, very stagnant here in this game. Only 67 points for them after scoring 96 in game 1. And another 3 points for 70.
Their best quarter was the third when they went up for 28. Pero parang naubusan na after nun, ano?
4 pala yung binitawan ni Ferrer.
The most valuable player.
The 2015,
2016,
2017.
for the 44th season.
Most valuable player.
Time MVP.
For the 6th time.
For the 8th time.
Your 9-time MVP.
From the San Miguel Beermen.
Julmar Fajardo.
The GOAT, a lot of people say, 9-time MVP, 11-time champion, 4-time finals MVP, 12-time BPC, di pa nakalista dyan, 8-time all-defensive team member.
The GOAT talaga. Sa Pilipinas, no doubt, siya ang GOAT.
Oh, yes.
Huwag kayo maingay, si Attorney Charlie, bago mo.
Ha?
Attorney Charlie magagalit.
Bakit?
Sa 19-time champion, Don Ramon Barret. Toss coin.
Preference yan.
Toss coin. Fernandez,
Yes.
Pardo, parehong F.
But in tonight's game, no need for him to do a lot of heavy lifting because of the contributions of his teammates. And yet, even if this is just a pedestrian game for Julmar Fajardo, he still has 14 points and 15 rebounds on 8 attempts. That is 6 out of 8 from the field. So sa iba, super game yan. Kay Julmar, steady game lang.
Sometimes that's why he's not the best player of the game.
Yun nga, Doc.
Because it's expected of him.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And Gio Alalon suddenly picking up consecutive fouls there in the 3rd quarter, picking up another one here in the 4th.
And that just might be it for TNT at least. This is the beauty of a series.
Yeah.
Diba? Even if you lose one game, for as long as it's not game 7, you still have a chance to bounce back.
Don't tell that to Halalon though. Nagmamadali pa rin si Gio.
Ferrer, back to back.
4. Nag-iingay pa si Kevin.
Back to back.
All of a sudden, 15 lang to They get another stop and another 4. Papakain nila yung mga salita natin binitawan in the last couple of minutes, ano? Ayun, si Mo, sabi niya, relax lang mga sirs. Gio for 3. Galinato trying to clean it up is fouled. Game 3, regardless of what happens in the next 4-18, will be this coming Sunday. Sa MOA Arena po tayo. The next 2 games actually, Sunday and Wednesday, games 3 and 4 sa MOA tayo. If the score holds up, we'll be back here in Antipolo next Friday for Game 5.
Yes, and of course, from the lens of Coach Chot Reyes, there is one thing that his team needs to improve on. And that is, of course, rebounding. It is just what you call total domination by San Miguel, 48-27, and second chance points. I haven't seen anything like this, Doc. 19-0. Second chance points. Advantage San Miguel.
Yeah. So, you know, it was really a struggle for TNT to score, except when they were able to do so easily off the turnovers. Doon sila nakaka-advantage pag namamadali sila at hindi nakakaset ang depensa ng San Miguel.
Yung game 1, yun yung formula eh. Pinakita natin yung kanina eh, no? TNT out-rebounded San Miguel 55-42 in that one. Pero dito nga, bugbog sarado.
Lalo na kanina kay Burandial, buti wala lang nga siya dyan.
Kung hindi, mas malaki pa, no, Dok?
And I mean, he would have easily gotten, I think, a double-double for himself, the way he was playing.
Burandial exited this game in 21 minutes of action, 6 points and 12 rebounds.
But we don't know if he can play the next game.
Yun lang malaking tanong.
Kasi 2 days lang yan eh. Next by Sunday yan eh.
TNT naman ang inaabangan makabalik. Eh, itong si Roger Ray Bogoy. Jubac.
Nice shot.
Tingnan natin kung biglang game 3, manggulat si RR.
Tagal pa ito ha, 4 minutes.
Oh, 13 na lang. 13 na lang to. Di sumusuko ang TNT. CJ. It's gonna be a foul on Cobantin.
Masakit yun dahil penalty sila. Swerte sila that San Miguel has been splitting the charities that have been given them in this fourth quarter.
Ngayon si Tautua pa ang mag-free throw dahil siya yung tinulak ni Glenn.
He split his charities earlier. What is he for the game? Hindi rin ganun ka ano si Tautua.
For the tournament, he's a 66% shooter. Tonight, he is...
Parang 50% lang yata siya tonight.
Gaganda ng bahagya. That's gonna be, ayun, 3 of 5. Ay, 4 of 5.
80%.
Okay na shooting yun. Good numbers for Mo Tautua. Duplicating his brilliant offensive game in game 1 wherein he erupted for 18 points. Now he has a total of 13. But more importantly, San Miguel, yung 15-point lead nila, napaka-importante yan with 3:36 remaining in the game.
15, 3.5. Natitira. Perez will foul out.
Bihira mga foul out dito si CJ Perez. But yung first 3 fouls niya in the early part of the first quarter forced Coach Leo Austria to sit him on the bench for a long time. But still, he was able to generate 13 points for his team.
May milagro pa para sa tropang 5G. Ferrer chased off that 4-point line by Jericho. Ferrer inside, huli pa ni Mo. Ano nila, yun ang pupunta, nakadalawa eh.
Yun ang nawala kay Ferrer, yung put the ball on the floor and go strong to the basket. He's still a good outside shooter.
TNT wants to talk things over. 3:24 remaining here in Antipolo. 15 ang kailangan punuin ng tropang 5G. Thirty-second timeout ang ginamit ni Coach Chot. Needs a quick hit here, preferably a 3 or 4 to keep a window open for stealing game 2. Ito rin, pinagkikwentuhan natin schedule. If the score holds up, magiging hanggang game 5 tapos 6-7 na lang yung necessary. Pero pag may milagro, mananatiling ganyan ang ating sitwasyon.
Yeah. Yung pinaka-game 7, February 4 yun. Wednesday ba yan? I think it's Wednesday.
Yes, Doc. Mowa rin yan.
Pero yung mga kababayan dito sa Inares Antipolo, dapat dumagsa rito eh.
Sa 5th game, no?
Sa 5th game, yes.
Yung problema no.
Sabi ni Roser, hindi ba sure yung game 5? Hindi ba raw sure yun?
Dalawang press binitawan dito.
Maganda mga timeout ni Coach Chot. Rumi-respond naman yung kanyang mga players.
And then pressure in the backcourt na naman ang apply nila. Si Jericho magtatawid kontra kay Ferrer. Cruz gets it across. San Miguel still needs an insurance basket.
Okay naman. Are they in penalty? Yes, they
Yes.
are. So that will send Tautua again to the free throw line.
Nag 2 for 2 si Tautua no, last time.
Yeah. 4 out of 5 yata for the game.
Kaya gumaganda bigla ang kanyang tikada.
Actually, 5 out of 6 na yan,
5
Doc.
out of 6.
Very impressive shooting from the stripe for Big Mo.
Nako, yari ito sa mga anak ko pag pumasok to.
Bakit?
Antayin mo lang, Doc. Pag pumasok, ano free throw shooting ni Tautua? 6-7.
6-7. 85%. Sabihin ko sa iyo, loko-loko ka. Iba yung iniisip mo.
Yung mga
Punta
anak
ka
ko,
ng Amerika.
ba sa 6-7, inaabangan eh.
Natanggal na yun. Pati sa Chick-fil-A, natanggal na yun. Ayun. 6 out of 8.
6-8. Halalon. Lalabas. Pang-4 na naman. Kuntik pa para kay Kevin.
I think more or less, kung titignan mo yung sa bench ng TNT, they're just trying to get the players confident for their next game. Di ba yung ginagawa ni Chot, pinatitira sila ng 3. Tinitignan niya kung sino makakatulong sa akin, kung pukpukan ng laban. Dahil nawala bigla itong si Eding in the second half.
Yes, pinagpahinga na muna, Doc. At kumbaga pangumpiyansa itong mga naglalaro dito ngayon. Bobontin, of course, we've seen him play better basketball sa series.
Nahihirapan lang si Kabutin sa rotation nila dahil ang dami na nilang players na magagaling. Shorty pa nga yung iba dyan dahil wala si Pugoy. Hindi makakalaro rin iba dyan.
And another guy who's absent offensively for TNT, Simon Enciso. 10 points in game 1, 0 also in tonight's ball game.
Yung 10 points na, maganda kasing nag-starter siya, nanggulat siya ng mga tres, ano?
Yeah.
Ngayon starter ulit pero walang nayamba.
He tried 1 3-point shot. There he had 8 points in the first quarter in game number 1. Siya nga medyo maganda laro niya.
Ferrer.
Nice play.
Ay, nabitin. Nagpadagdag ng board. Kayo naman.
Kevin Ferrer now with a total of 10 points.
Kaya pa ba? 12 yan. Cruz almost crashing into our table officials there. Sabay appear. Nangungumusta lang.
Foul kay Ferrer yan. Pero
Coach Chot Reyes will challenge that call. It happened right in front of him, and it felt like Ferrer was just standing his ground.
If they get this, mag-iiba timpla ng next 231.
Yeah.
12 lang to. If they can get possession right here, right now, we might just have a different ending. And why not? Di ba, Doc J, yung mga 30-second timeout, di nababaon sa next half? Eh, challenge, di mo rin mababaon eh.
Pareho na wala silang 30 seconds eh. Ginamit kanina sa third quarter ni Leo sa kanya. Si Chot kanina ginamit yung 30 seconds niya. At you say, ba't mo ibabaon? Talo na ako ng 12. Kung makukuha ko bola, makatira ako ng 3 or 4.
Mag-iiba nga eh.
Yeah.
Mag-iiba complexion.
Saka malayo pa yun. 231 pa yun. That's only like a 3-possession na ball game eh.
Masusing binubusisi na naman ang ating mga officials kung ano nga ba ang nangyari doon.
At inaantay din natin yung pinakamagandang anggulo para talagang ma-scrutinize natin whether ano ba, yung challenge ba ni Coach Chot Reyes ay successful or unsuccessful.
Well, may pag-asa dahil ang tagal eh.
Minsan yun yung na-analyze natin. Pag mabilis, walang kalaban-laban.
Mabilis ka agad yung decision. Most probably the call will stand kung mabilis.
Ayan na.
After the review, there is no illegal contact by Kevin Ferrer.
Sabi sa'yo, matagal eh.
The challenge of talk and text is successful.
Yan ang sinasabi natin.
Meron pa
Last
sila
touch
isang
on Kevin Ferrer, bola ng SMB.
Di ba na outside si Jericho? Hindi jump ball?
Hindi, okay na rin yun dahil ang nangyari, walang free throw, hindi ba? At you have to throw in again. Yung shot clock,
kasi last touch pa rin naman si Ferrer.
Yung shot clock, nasaan?
Yun ang tanong.
Hindi pwede dyan, ayan.
Hindi pwedeng 24.
Ayusin nila ang shot clock.
Nilagay sa 18. So 2 seconds to get it across.
Meron pa rin yan backing time, no?
Yun ang malaking bagay.
Yung tinatawag natin palang
8 seconds.
8-second violation.
So they got him inbound moving forward. Ay, naging 22.
John Mark should... well. Matagal yun.
Matagal na yan.
Matagal yun.
Pwede kang sa likod na. Still ideally, kung sa harap pa rin. Nahirapan si Wami. Na 5-second violation doon.
Eh bakit siya nag-i-inbound? Ako point guard, ako dapat ang kumuha ng bola para ma-dribble.
Tsaka dude ako ron, hindi nila nakita na 22 ang natitila sa kanila to cross the half-court mark.
Kaya ngayon si Coach Shot, sandali! Sandali! Nagising bigla ang TNT dito. If they make a basket here, we will have a completely different ballgame. Walang BBDU. The final 2:31 in Game 2. Yahatid natin live dito sa RPTV. TNT making noise in the final minutes of Game 2. Walang sumusuko para dito sa Tropang 5G. Nagbubunga naman dahil may pagkakataon sila ngayon to cut this to either 10, 9, or 8. Depende kung anong klaseng tira mahanap nila sa susunod na 14 na segundo. Kwentuhan pa rin natin si Coach Ryan Gregorio, Dr. J. Andiao, and Miss Bel Gregorio dito sa Inares Antipolo. Magkakaroon ng substitution ng SMB. Aabot ba si Marcio? For defensive purposes, si Lassiter pinasok para kay Chong Song. Kamatchup niya dito si Alalon. Ferrer ang naglalabas. Cobontin is in motion. Rosser down the middle. They go over to Galinato. They want Ferrer to take it. Here it comes. No! Merong foul sa rebound.
No, they will review it.
Ibig sabihin, hindi lang regular foul kung sakali, ano?
There was a different momentum on that foul by Jericho Cruz. He did not like that a foul. He was thinking that a foul should have been called against a TNT player dahil bumagsak, tinamaan din siya. So nung nagka-chance siya, ayan, from the outside, ayan, tatayo siya. Look at his momentum.
Mabilis rin ang decision.
Konting tulak lang. Pero I don't think it will merit more than a regular foul.
Natunggol si Gio.
Regular foul. Pushing foul. Yes.
Penalty. 2 free throws.
Ginawa niyang si Halalon yung motorsiklo sa Bacolod na humarang doon sa bombero. Dapat tinunggol na ganun yun eh. Yung ayaw tumabi na parang yun. Bombero ba naman hinarang mo eh.
Ayon, pumasok yung free throw ni Gio Halalon. Pero laban pa eh. Ito pa eh. Pinasok pa yung specialist from the three-point area na si Simon Enciso.
It's going to be a wild 2:26.
That's a guy that can pressure in the backcourt together with Halalon. Really put pressure.
5.6 assist para dito kay Halalon. More importantly, binabaan niya sa 10 ang kailangan nilang bunuin. Lassiter all the way in the back. Bumped by Gio.
Ayun, hindi magandang foul yun dahil pina-foul mo, medyo magaling mag-free throw. Well, you save time actually with that foul.
Oh, cha-challenge na naman. Cha-challenge mo na. Eto si Coach Shot.
That's the last challenge that he will have. And even if they win it, which they can, it will still be San Miguel's ball, no?
Ayaw niya lang na mabigyan ng dalawang free throws si Marshall last turn.
Junmar natatawa eh. Kala niya tapos na laro eh.
Problema, penalty naman pareho.
Yeah. No, pag hindi tinawagan ng foul yun, wala lang ng San Miguel. Walang free throws. Because if he's successful, but that's his last challenge, no matter what happens.
Ito, medyo mabilis yung investigasyon. Pakinggan natin.
After the review, Gio Alalon, there is illegal contact. Therefore, the challenge made of token text is not successful.
Pag mabilis, malamang it will just hold. But I still, kausapin ko nga si Con Willie. In time, you know, it will be easy for these referees to be able to, the idea of being able to explain to the public. The NBA actually only allows the crew chief to be the one to explain. And because all of the crew chiefs are people that can teach. Yeah, they can teach rules.
That's a good point.
They can give seminars and everything. So they have yung speech nila is medyo sanay na sa crowd.
And we've got to stop calling them talk and text. Ang tagal na pong TNT ng TNT.
Yeah, they're TNT.
Isang dekada na yata. Ang tagal na nun eh.
Natandaan ko tuloy si Jericho Rosales.
Hindi kasi si Boss Virgil Villavicencio, team manager pa siya ng TNT nun. Siya nagsabi na pinalitan nila officially pangalan nila. Nasa na NLEX na siya eh.
Tropang 5G na.
Binabayaran niya na to change the name.
Yeah.
They actually paid to change the name.
So 5G na nga eh.
And one ba para dito kay Don.
This guy was just so unstoppable in tonight's game. Look at him, hounded from the outside, used his quickness, lost it, turned, heard that whistle, and went for his layup using his left. Ang maganda rito, partner, is bounce back game. Nabanggit natin kanina pa with Dr. J. He only scored 4 points in game 1. Now he has a total of 21.
Pero at saka Dr. J and Coach RG, napaaga papasok niya na dahil nag-3 foul si CJ at nasaktan etong si Marcio. Kaya napaaga yung pasok nila ni Jericho pero ready ka agad.
Yung pasok nilang dalawa ang mabigat.
Kasi minsan, di ba, pag sanay kang mamayang 6-minute o 5-minute mark papapasok, inaantay mo yung rhythm mo. Si Ferrer na ubusan na. And that'll do it. Marcio will leave it for Cruz. We are about to be tied at 1 apiece.
See you on, Sunday.
Sunday for Game 3.
At ngayon, pwede mo nang uling usapan ng mga kababayan mo sa Antipolo.
Oh, this is a beautiful series, mga kababayan ko dito sa Antipolo. Manood kayo dahil ang Game 5, babalik dito sa bayan natin sa Antipolo. And this is just San Miguel brand of game. 106 total points for them. Remember, they only scored 91 points in Game 1. They are the best scoring team in the elimination round, averaging close to 105 points per ball game.
Junmar putting on the finishing touches here.
Yeah. I think they have to rest Junmar Fajardo now. We're talking about the coaching staff of San Miguel, led by Coach Leo Austria.
Calma is coming in. Saka itong rookie yata nila ito.
The San Miguel faithful loving what they are seeing on this Friday evening.
Well, they had a good start and they were able to maintain it.
And you know they're going to be bringing the same kind of energy talking about the SMB faithful on Sunday sa MOA Arena. Yung mga fans ng TNT naman na matcha-challenge, they gotta match the energy of the SMB faithful as well.
A dose of their own medicine. I mean, the start of TNT in Game 1, that was also the kind of start that San Miguel did in Game 2.
Yeah.
They erected a big lead, went to as many as 24 points. Doc, usually it happens.
Yeah.
Pag ganun kalalim, yung gusto mong habulin, mapapagod ka talaga.
Mahirapan ka na nun. And you're not playing an ordinary team. They have a lot of good players to go to. Ito si Miller.
Yung rookie nila. So si Calma kabapasok lang rebound. Si Miller kabapasok lang pumuntos. Everybody's got a stat.
But of course, for Coach Trotreyes, it's just one loss. Forget about this game. I mean, in terms of losing this one. But they have to be better on rebounding, Doc. Especially yung second chance points. Doon talaga namayani itong San Miguel. 19-2. Buti nga nakascore pa ng 2 puntos itong TNT.
Si Royce Mantua nandiyan na rin sa sahig. As we now get an up-close look at their other rookie as he throws to the free throw line. Christopher Miller, to be complete. Chris Rosales as well as checking in. Miller makes it another 21-point lead.
Pero ibang-iba 111 points ang ginawa ng San Miguel It's not the way to beat them. You have to defend against that.
Sa kabila din, si Hill naka-score para sa TNT, but that'll do it. Trollano will dribble away the time. San Miguel answers back with fury here in Antipolo. What a first half para sa kanila. First quarter pa lang, kitang-kita mo na yung apoy sa kanilang mga mata. And they dictated the pace. They led by as many as 24 at the half. And they will get to hang on to this 19-point win. Tabla na tayo at 1 apiece.
Spectacular first quarter for San Miguel, scoring 30 points. And fantastic fourth quarter for them, finishing the last quarter with 36 points.
Don Trollano is our Babad player of the game, brought to us by Divan. Enjoy unforgettable TV Babad moments with your family, only with Divan.
Yeah. Ilang puntos ba siya? 22, 4 rebounds. Quite a high percentage from the field, including free throw shot.
Ang bigat ng plus 31, ano, Doc?
Yeah, doon ako nagulat
Don Trollano plus 31 in his time on the floor as he led the charge off the bench para dito sa SMB as they tie the series up at 1 apiece. Game 3 of the series is this coming Sunday sa MOA Arena. Mapapanood pa rin dito sa RPTV. Siyempre, pati sa One Sports YouTube page, matutunghayan natin live na live ang Game 3 ng SMB at TNT. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagtutok ngayong gabi mula dito sa Antipolo. Magkita-kita ulit tayo ngayong darating na linggo. This is the PBA Finals on RPTV, powered by Sports 5.
San Miguel Beermen take game number 2 with a final score of 111-92 against the TNT Tropang 5G. And joining me is our best player of the game, Don Trollano. Don, congratulations. You were so efficient tonight, 6 of 8 shooting after a tough 1 of 7 from the field in game number 1. What was different? What clicked for you differently compared to game number 1?
Nung start, nung game 1 kasi I wasn't aggressive. Ngayong game, from the start, sobrang aggressive ako, and then hinahanap din naman ako ng mga teammate ko. So yeah, yung tiwala na binigay nila sa akin, sinapli ako.
Don, lagi sinasabi ni Coach Leo na dapat masustain ng energy yung second unit. You being part of that second unit, how do you keep this confidence going, especially ahead of game number 3?
Yun nga, yung second unit, we just have to do our job. We know talk and text, medyo nakahabol sila nung third quarter, so we stay composed. And let's see sa next game.
Alright, Don, before I let you go, may gusto ka bang batiin or pasalamatan?
Binabati ko lahat ng San Miguel fans na pumunta dito. Maraming salamat, suporta nyo. Kita-kita ulit tayo sa Game 3. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Once again, that was Don Troliano, our best player of the game. Now let's turn it over to the post-game press conference with our winning coach.
Congratulations, Coach Leo. You got your usual offense back, but more than that, your defense did wonders, limiting TNT to just 35.2% from the field. What were the key adjustments after Game 1 that you would attribute to this victory?
I think the biggest impact tonight is our defense, and because we have a lot of energy and focus sa game, and because of the last game, we're not that kind of energy and focus the game, and makikita mo yung intensity ng player. So we're able to match up the energy of our opponent, and then yun, talent nag-prevail, especially si Don Troliano, and then at the same time, so laging binabanggit natin ay yung bench namin, and they contributed heavily. Okay, unlike last game talagang 30% lang. Ngayon, I think this 50, 65 at saka 46 guys, so napakalaki yun. But because of the effort, we out-rebounded them, unlike nung first game, they out-rebounded us in spite na we're the leading rebounding team in the league after the elimination. But credit to the players because they are so focused today.
At silipin ulit natin ang ilan sa mga kapanapanabik na eksena sa loob ng Inares Center sa Antipolo, kung saan nga po ginanap ang Game 2 ng ating PBA Philippine Cup Finals. Nakauna nung nakaraang Miyerkules ang TNT Tropang 5G. Kaya naman ang San Miguel higit na gigil to set the tone early. Wami Johnson making the start tonight in Game 2, knocking home that 3.
Malaking bagay talaga kung tumama yung guards ng San Miguel from the perimeter.
Jordan Heading naman sa kabilang dulo. Ayaw niyang malayasan ng ganun-ganun lang ang TNT. Cutting their deficit to 6. But Don Troliano came off that San Miguel bench and provided fireworks right away though.
Yeah, definitely. And nangangailangan sila because of the injury to Marcio. Troliano and Jericho Cruz responded for San Miguel.
12 kagad ang kanilang abante as they erupted for 30 in the first. Second quarter of action, Lassiter scoreless ng Game 1. Hindi pwedeng back-to-back mabobokya si Super Marcio.
4 na puntos, tinira ni Marcio. Lassiter tumama.
How about Jordan Heading? He scored 12 points in that first half, Dr. J. Pero nakauna kasi yung San Miguel.
Yeah. And eventually, the defense is really tight against him. Although he still had a lot of advantages, which he took in this ball game. Look at that offensive rebound of Brondial.
6 points, 8 rebounds para kay Rotman Brondial. Excellent performance, very inspiring para sa SMB. Jericho Cruz off the bench, then para sa San Miguel. Talagang lahat nag-click para dito sa SMB.
Solid contributor din itong si Jericho Cruz, finishing the game with 12 points and a 6 out of 11 shooting from the field.
Pero ng third quarter, Dr. J, nagising ang TNT. Brandon Ganuelas-Rosser rocking the rim here. At dyan nagsimula yung kanilang mini comeback.
While forcing a lot of turnovers against the Beermen, they were able to get high percentage shots.
Octana hit a 3 from the left corner pocket. Naibaba nila sa 10 yung inahabol dito, 64-54. Timeout, Coach Leo. Pagbalik, kanino nagpunta? Siyempre, itong si Abay ang mag-clean up ng Mitis. Another big double-double para sa dating 9-time MVP, 17.16 rebounds. Don Troliano will get his as well. Pasa ba yun o kapos?
Pasa.
Pumasok din, pasa yun, siyempre. 14 ang naibaong kalamangan ng San Miguel into the fourth. Stingray ng Batak, pilit binubuhay ang TNT.
Tama yun, nakatira dito si Ray ng Batak from 4 Dumikit ng bahagya. Naibaba sa 11 points with still a lot of time left. Pero yung back-to-back hits ni CJ Perez as we take a look at this muff layup shot by Kelly Williams, which resulted to an easy layup for CJ.
1 of 7 si CJ through the first 3 quarters, pero biglang nag-5 straight points capped off by that layup at hindi pa natapos doon itong si Perez.
Ayun ang sinasabi natin. Tumama ng isang boarding sa 3. Ngayon, kailangan bantayan yung tira sa malayo. Pinenetrate niya, iniwan ng bantay.
Pero ang pinakamatinig all game long, Doc, itong si Don Torpedo.
Yeah, and that's why he's the best player of the game. Dahil sa kanya, medyo consistent ang linaro ng Beermen today.
22 points para dito kay Don on 6 of 8 shooting from the field. Samahan mo pa yan ng 4 na rebound at isang steal. Trollano guiding San Miguel to a Game 2 victory. Kaya tabla ang ating serye sa 1-1. Race to 4 tayo. Game 3 will be this coming Sunday sa Mall of Asia Arena po yan. Mapapanood pa rin live dito sa RPTV. 111-92 your final score dito sa Game 2.